It's a beautiful day to be alive. What up, doctor?
Fuck the snow.
Oh, sorry about last week. We couldn't get in there. Fucking snow everywhere. There was a fucking pile of snow out there. I thought that Guthrie mom was under it. Jesus Christ. That's where they put her. She's in the snow somewhere, that dirty bitch.
What if it melted and then you found her?
Listen, after 3 weeks on the street, she's nothing.
Oh.
You throw some salt on her, some of that salt they throw on the fucking...
Some of the New Jersey salt,
and you put that fucking 30 feet of snow on that bitch, they'll find the skeleton. You know what I'm saying? That's it. They'll find it during Halloween.
It looks like a fucking decoration.
But the snow was real. It was brutal, you know. I enjoyed it. You know, I shoveled the one night. Fuck it. You're going to die. You're going to die.
Only you with a fucking knee that's held together by toothpicks is out there shoveling.
I have a wife that's an animal. She was not going to let this, and I couldn't watch her get a heart attack.
So why not pay $60 to have someone come over?
I put her on the snowplow, and I got the shovel, and I moved the cars, and we threw salt, and, you know, that was like 9 o'clock. At 12, double the snow had been on there.
I know. Fuck that.
So I said, fuck it. The next morning I got up, and I looked out that window. I'm like, ooh, Lord. So I called this kid, and I always see him. I met him about 5 years ago. He was like 11 maybe, 10. I met him at the pool, little Yusuf, little gangster fucking Arab kid, gangster. So I hit him up that morning. I go, Yusuf, I'm an old man. I need for you to come over and shovel. First thing he says is, how much? I said, $3 He goes, I get 2 friends with me. I go, I'll see you this afternoon.
$3? Damn, I would have come down for $3.
No, but the Russian did it for $150. I gave him a bill tip.
Nice.
The Russian and his wife came over with a bobcat. They woke us up at like 9. They're like, what's the story? You guys want it done? Give me $1.50. I said, do it in 10 minutes. I'll give you an extra yardstick. You should have seen that Russian. They were out there drinking vodka.
Did you do that as a kid? That seems like something you would do.
What?
Like go out and say you're going to shovel, but then get the money and not shovel?
No, it's crazy because this was a paradise for money.
Yeah.
When it snowed, all you had to do was come up to Hudson County Park. If you made it up there, because you'd push everybody. Those 2nd Avenue, all those streets from North Bergen to Kennedy Boulevard, they'd be clouded with snow. So all you had to do was stick out, and you push somebody, you left the house with a shovel because you always had to unbury the tires and shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes they help you. One motherfucker wanted me to put chains on. I'm like, dog, that ain't gonna work. My gloves are thin. You know, my gloves are thin. But you came home, you know. Listen, the 7th grade, which is 46 years ago, $40.
You're a king.
Was a lot of money. And you shoveled, and some people made 100. They were out there all day.
Yeah.
The funniest story ever is that New York City hired snow shovelers.
Yeah.
$30 an hour.
Yeah.
Okay? And then, you know, people just have no idea. First of all, so if you work 7 hours, you get $210.
Yeah.
Or 8 hours, you get $240, right?
Yeah.
And then it's 12-hour shifts. So for 4 hours, you get $45 an hour.
But did you hear what's happening?
It's a fucking disaster. I think Sunday night, one of them got hit by a car. He said that my buddy works at the sanitation.
Okay.
He says they were looking at the thing, and you could see film of them shooting dice and drinking and smoking crack and shit.
Dude, I saw people on Instagram. He went there, he signed up, got the shovel, and went home.
Yeah. Oh, no.
He said there was no... But
yeah, that's it.
But then,
that's it.
But they're not getting paid till like May, they said.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a paycheck. I mean, listen, first of all, you don't know how to shovel snow. See, we came from Colorado, and I'll tell you how you shovel snow. First of all, you ever hear Jews, the law of diminishing returns? Yeah. It's 10 below out there.
I've shoveled snow like 3 times.
I'm only going to get you for 4 good hours before something freezes an ear.
4 hours?
Cold. Yeah. 4 hours.
I don't think I'm even lasting that long.
That's the minimum. 4 hours, then you take a breather. And you let me know if you want to come back. Your toes are frozen. Your hands are frozen. They're 4-hour shifts. Nobody's going to make fucking 12-hour shifts of snowing.
No.
That's impossible. Doing this for 12 fucking hours. What about tomorrow? What about the next day? So it's just 7 to 8 hours. But they hired all these guys. Oof. But the dude was telling me the stories and showing me the videos of them shooting dice. And then that night he went to work. And I was somewhere, and he goes, look at this. One of them got hit by a car tonight, and he was laughing. I was laughing.
They don't give a fuck.
You don't listen. There's a couple places you don't want to get involved. There's a couple places in life you do not want to get involved. You do not want to snow shovel in New York City or upper northern New Jersey. Because these motherfuckers will hit you with a car and leave you there.
Yeah.
This is Hudson County. You got to assume only 54% of people have insurance. Okay? Half these Arabs and these Puerto Ricans and these third world nation Latinos, they got no fucking insurance. They buy a card like at Hudson County Park that's for a month. And they believe it. 30 days, you have insurance. Shit like they don't have insurance. So you got to drive in Hudson County on the fucking defensive.
Jeez, I know. I thought
it's like that joke Felipe said. We both had an accident and we looked at each other. I don't have no insurance. Me neither. Yeah,
I love that joke. That's so funny.
Nobody's got insurance. So when you think about that fucking Porsche you want to get in Hudson County, think again. Somebody's going to dent it out of principle. When I lived in Hudson County, I was so angry. If you had a nice car, I just hit it. I just fucking
with
kicked
your
it.
Car?
With my foot, with a brick. It didn't matter. God. Where's North Bergen? You're not supposed to have a nice car. We're all losers here. This motherfucker showing up with a BMW on my block. I'll blast that fucking windshield to pieces.
I thought that made me think about the poor guy who parked his car on your block in LA and you just started throwing your trash in it because he was there for a couple of days.
He was there for a month.
A month. He threw your bar.
I never forget because my block was by the parking lot. So people would park on my block for free with like Mercedes-Benz. You don't do that in my world. You're not going to walk into a Mercedes-Benz dealer and then leave for 2 weeks and park on my fucking street because you want to save the parking. With a Mercedes, I can see if you got like a beater Nissan or you're struggling, but these fucking people would put Mercedes fucking Benz on my block. Every one of them got scratched.
Under mysterious conditions.
And I knew when they were leaving for Christmas break. Some of them would leave for Thanksgiving. And they wouldn't move that fucking car till January 12th. All the tires were flat.
Oh.
I bought one of those things that just takes out the guts. Yeah, that just takes out the gut.
They sell something that does that? Huh? They sell something that does that?
Yeah, right in the thing. It takes out the center so you can fill it up easier. I forget what it's called. You just put it in and go, it's just like the cap that's on it.
Okay.
I'll take the guts right out. The tire flats.
Oh.
Okay, it just flattens. You can't fill that bitch up again. And I'm going to hit you with 4 of them, so you ain't got enough fucking tires in the...
So they can't even tow it? They have to bring a fucking flatbed?
This is at the end of your vacation. You want to be cheap? I'll teach you what it is to be cheap. When you bought that car, you bought it because you were a pimp. Not because you were going to go, well, if I do this, I can't eat lobster 2 nights a week. No, then don't buy the fucking car.
But you set these rules and don't tell anybody.
You don't have to set, this is something that I know.
But they had no idea.
If you have a car over $20,000 and you're leaving for 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, take an Uber, leave it at your house. But you're that cheap to take the fucking Uber too. You want to pay, you want to park on my fucking block, and then take the free bus to Burbank. Really? Not on my watch. Really? Not on my watch.
You have like your own like neighborhood watch.
I do. You have to. We're part of a fucking community. There was a truck that did it, like the last Christmas I was there. A nice truck. The back had like one paper in the back when he parked it. When he came back, he had pounds of cat litter. I didn't even put it in the bag. I just took it down the stairs with all 10 cats. That's a lot of shit.
Oh my God.
Bah! 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 Anytime I came from a fast food store or a restaurant, the bag went right in the back of his trunk. And I kept thinking they're going to go in there and get the paper and get my fingerprints.
Yeah.
Bro, I packed that motherfucker. And then I flattened the tires one by one. I'll never forget, he's out there with his uncle and shit. Luggage everywhere.
Oh, how long did you give him? Like, how long did he have before you fucking started putting stuff in there?
I gave him like 3 days.
Okay.
When he wasn't back by December 28th, all bets are off. Then if he doesn't come back by January 2nd, that's when we go off.
There's a new level.
That's when there's a new level. That's the 4 fucking tires go down 1 a week. Every Monday. That's all you hear.
Oh my God. Whenever, like, even they do it a lot in LA, like people have like, not even just a nice car, not like a BMW, but like a like a Ferrari, and they'll parallel park it or put it at like a meter. I would be so nervous.
Well, in Beverly Hills, you got no options. They got the parking garage.
Even still.
And they're free. But, I mean, it's like, I'll tell you what else my pet peeve.
What's that?
If I go into it, like the other night, I ain't going to say where. I went into a restaurant. That's a nice restaurant. And I saw a truck, which I already hate. Save your redneck, take your redneck ass to Virginia or something. He got a fucking truck with mud all over it. Not even parked in the spot, but parked sideways.
Oh, that does piss me off.
That goes off. First of all, you're dumping this with your shit. This is a 5-star restaurant. You're here with a fucking truck with mud on it. Then you have the audacity to park sideways. I took the air out.
You keep
and
this
I told
tool
the
on
owner
you?
like 2 days later. I told the owner, he's like, thank God, that fucking idiot. Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody's got to do it. You got to straighten people out. And every time he does it, I'll flatten a tire again. Eventually, he'll figure out not to park there no more. I learned that from my stepdad. My stepdad in North Bergen, when he bought that house, that parking spot in front of the house, I don't give a fuck what the paperwork says. That's mine. Listen, I don't know if the property extends there or it doesn't. That's mine. And he had that mental thing. When we pull up at 3 from the bar, if there was a car there, he'd park his car in the garage, and he would just sit there by the window smoking. And at one point, he'd go out there, put nails in the tires, do that thing, break his window. We did all that shit.
I'd love to do that.
2-3 nights, the people aren't going to park in the... You went on giving that terrace. By the time my mother died, nobody parked in that spot. Nobody... When people would park there, like, hi, not there. Not there.
That spot's haunted.
I used to put potatoes in your tailpipe way before Beverly Hills Cop. That came out in 85. I was pulling that shit in 77, 76. There was a girl on my block who I still talk to. Once a week. I love her to death. Her mother was having an affair with a dude, a married dude. And we got pissed off. We used to put potatoes in his Lincoln Continental. He'd come down the stairs, put his jacket on like Tony Soprano with the tie loose from getting his dick sucked, and his car wouldn't start for hours.
Did you ever get caught doing any of this?
Then my stepdad taught me how to put sugar in your gas tank.
Oh.
And that's not good. Sugar and saran wrap in a gas tank.
So what? I know the saran wrap, it expands, so like it feels like you have no gas.
You have no gas.
What does sugar do?
Sugar makes it thick. Sugar, maple syrup, so the whole engine goes. When you get to the good thing about I'm like
it is about to be tax season.
The good thing about the saran wrap is that's a ball buster because nobody could figure it out. You keep going to service, my car's stolen. I'm going to get fucking killed. They take the gas tank off. They can't figure it out. They flush the gas tank. Unless that little saran wrap don't stick to the top, you're going to keep bringing that car back every fucking time you go to service. You know what that does to your mind? That makes you go, you know what? I'm not even leaving the house no more.
No.
That's a mental, but you don't want to do that to everybody. That's a mental, that's at the end when you want them to die. Because then sometimes they'll just stall on the highway and they'll get hit by a truck or something. You know what I'm saying? So.
I love how you sound excited about it. You're like, oh, I hope this happens. I can't believe, I'm surprised you didn't like partner with a mechanic just to like make some money off of fucking with people.
Doug, you have no idea. And it's great. I hold those little grudges, like certain things, just like it's not going to work. And I got to let you know it's not going to work.
I don't think taking the air out of people's tires is a little grudge. Like that's like some like heavy duty
If
shit.
I come up to you, Nick, and I go, hey, man, do me a favor from now on. Don't park there. Don't park that way. You're going to go, fuck you, old man. You're going to resist and say something. When I flatten your tires and it costs you $28 in the middle of the day, you won't park there again. So why am I getting into an argument with you? You're never going to put it to your head. You're special. Your mom told you you're special, so you can park there. And I agree with you. I have the same problem. But nobody called me on the spot. I'm calling you on the fucking spot. You don't want to give it to me? That's fine. Fuck you, old man. I'll kick you. Okay.
Listen.
Within a week, you'll be driving to work. What happened?
Oh.
The other guy that was busting my balls at the job when I fucking took the dead mouse and put it in his pocket.
Oh, I forgot about that.
He never found it. And the next day, he reached in for his cigarettes and crashed the car. I don't give a fuck. You shouldn't have busted my balls. It was him and like 3 other guys. I couldn't fight all of them. So I just sent him a fucking clear and present danger message, and they never even looked at me wrong.
As fucked up as it is, everyone dreams about it. Like, imagine if you had spent hours shoveling your car out this last week and then someone comes and takes it when you leave.
Oh,
You want to do something to them.
that's brutal. People putting chairs outside. People putting fucking,
And some people are like, fuck those. Some people just take it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal.
Oh.
That's why you have to flatten people's tires. Because I'll tell you, if you think changing a flat is bad, that motherfucker in the snow at 6:30 in the morning when it's cold and you're not even awake yet, and you're putting the hinge and the car won't stick. And
Dude, I can't imagine taking the free bus from the Burbank airport back to your old house.
And I come out with my robe on, drinking coffee, and I wave at you as you're changing the fucking thing. And I give you that look like, what happened? Oh, my God. Hey, did you see anybody? Fuck
No
you.
hablo.
Fuck you, man.
Oh, my God.
I ain't got no time for this shit no more like that.
You should do that. You should like put up signs like this neighborhood is Joey Diaz neighborhood watch.
I'm not even gonna say that.
No.
Why would I say who the fuck is Joey Diaz? I can't say the name, but I could inflict the pain. And it's not Joey Diaz. It's somebody on this fucking block. I got Chinese people on the block you can blame it on. I got a bunch of people on my block you could blame shit on. But I wouldn't do something on my block unless they started fucking with me.
Right. But the thing is like you have a very different interpretation of what fucking with you is. Fucking with you is like he parked here and I don't like it. I don't blame you. It's just
listen, man, when you park on my block and I know you live on the block, you're cool.
Yeah.
But don't come up here, park, take one of our spots, which we all need. Everybody got enough spots for you to save $8 a day because you don't want to put your BMW. There was a BMW that I fucked up on that block. A two-door, they never came back. Never, because I would walk in the middle of the street with my key out.
Oh.
They get in the car, they're like, I know what happened. You left it here for too long. This ain't your block.
Yeah. I got in trouble once on your block, and he was very nice, but I was just coming to pick you
The
up.
Mexican guy.
Yeah, I left the lights on my car.
Yeah.
And he just came out and was like, hey, man, your lights have been on for 20 minutes shining into my bill. And I never even thought about it. I think that's what it is. I think most people just don't even think about what they're doing to other people.
No, because they're trying to save $4.
Oh.
So fuck me. I'll park here. But now when people go, you going to Burbank? I'm going to park it. They're going to go, don't do it. Last time I parked, I had 3 flat tires and a pound of cat shit in my fucking trunk. Don't do it.
Oh, my God.
Don't do it. I broke not windshields, but wipers. That's like the light stuff. That's like the second day.
You broke the windshield wiper?
Oh, all of them. That's part of the fucking, pop, 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 and you just rip them off, wiring, the whole fucking thing. That's 200 right there.
Dude, how bad did the cat litter smell after a week?
Oh.
Because I can't even.
It just turned into chunks because it rained.
Oh.
And he had to take it out like a mason. He had to get back there. Bro, that motherfucking truck never parked there again.
Oh. Dude, I don't know how you dealt with 11 cats, by the way. I have 1 cat, and I'm like, this is
10 cats in a 2-bedroom apartment. And we had to fucking switch the piss things 10 times a day so it wouldn't stink. And even then, it was out of control.
Oh, yeah.
We were fucking cleaning all day.
Yeah, your place didn't really smell, which is crazy.
The second house, Fucko started peeing.
Oh, yeah?
Demi started peeing at night. He didn't like that house.
Oh,
so
he
would
didn't?
pee at night. So the living room, you sit there and go, who the fuck is pissing?
Cats are so... You've always said they were interesting. And like a while ago, I was complaining about the cat. We're cool now. But like, she does stuff. Like, I've had a dog, and dogs just like to play. Like this, the cat gets upset if the food bowl is not completely full. If she can see to the bottom of it at all, she gets pissed. If she doesn't have a soft blanket on the couch, she gets pissed. And she'll come whack you. And then the worst part is she'll just sit there in the dark and just like stare at a wall. You ever wake up at like 5 a.m. and then your cat's just staring at a wall?
She sits by the doorstep, not anymore, and she looks out into the hallway. So I read up on it. They're guarding you.
Oh, okay.
And when you sleep, they actually jump on the bed to see if you're breathing. They're protecting their investment.
Oh, yeah.
They don't fuck around, cats.
She makes rounds every night.
And that's what they do, because
She's like a little security guard.
After midnight, they become hunters. So they're looking for anything. They got fucking tremendous eyesight in the dark. They could be looking.
Oh, their eyes shake.
Yeah, and they go that way. You could see a rat or something. After midnight, they change. That's why when you get 2 or 3 cats, come out there after midnight and watch the hum in the living room.
Oh,
they're hunters, and the moon affects them.
Really?
Yeah, they're hunters. You got to read up on this shit. This isn't no fucking okey doke. This ain't Thriller, bitch. Listen, I'm down with this cat so much now. Bro, she knows my sleep habits, so she'll sit on top of the stairs and meow for me to come up because she's too old to jump on the bed, so she asked me to pick her up.
Oh.
So I have to actually pick her up. So today I heard it, and I'm like, I'm not tired yet. About 1:15, I go, I'm going up. And I went into the bathroom. She was wide awake. She sits by the heater in the bathroom. Okay.
Oh, they love heaters.
What are you fucking doing? I mean, she puts her head all the way in the fucking heater. You see her mouth drooling and shit. So I just come in now and go, great. But she was awake. And I could see by her face she wants attention. She's looking at me every time I move, and I go, great. Want to take a nap with Daddy? And she'll just look at me for like a minute. Great, come on, let's take a nap with Daddy. As I start going, she's up. It's fucking crazy. She's up. She walks, sits, and waits for me to pick her up. I got to hug her and kiss her for a minute. I put her on the bed. Then she shoots to my side. When I sit down, before I put the sleep apnea mask on, she always sits right here so I could turn and hug her and scratch her face.
Oh.
And scratch it till the nose gets wet.
Oh, the nose does get wet.
That's the secret. You got to scratch their face.
Okay.
Once they lick your fucking their boogie fingers off your finger,
okay,
you're good. So I lay down, I sleep apnea. I put the mask on and put the blankets over my head.
Do you really?
So the only thing that comes out is a hose. Yeah, I don't even want to see daylight. I've got it down to a science, Jack.
Oh my God.
And 8 minutes later, I could feel she was on my legs, and then I knew something was up with her. And she started crawling up. And I heard her right here, and she starts making like faggy meows. Like she wants to talk to me.
Yeah.
And that means I got to turn over, hug her, and then pick up the blanket.
Okay.
And she'll go right under.
Oh.
Put the blanket down. I turn around. I kind of scratch every couple minutes because her nose goes by my back, and I can feel her whiskers tickling me. Shit. So I got to push her head back. Grace, stop tickling my fucking whiskers. I get up an hour later.
Yeah.
She's passed out drooling. I leave, go, do my errands. I'll come back upstairs at 6:30 to take a shower. She's still under those fucking blankets.
God.
I have to fucking pick her up. Great, go eat.
She sleeps like all day?
All day. I go chicken teriyaki. She loses her fucking mind.
Oh, yeah?
I get chicken, cut it up, put some fucking Korean red sauce on it.
You put the hot sauce on it?
Sriracha.
Oh.
That's my shit.
That's
no, I take the chicken and I clean the sriracha off.
Oh, okay.
But she'll eat 4 fucking pieces of chicken, then go, wow, I'm going to bed. And that's it. The chicken puts her the fuck out.
When are you getting a dog?
When this one passes away, God forbid.
Oh, okay. You're going to wait for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
A dog and 2 other cats.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 2 Siameses when they're young, so everybody grows up together.
Wow.
Everybody grows up together. So everybody grows up swatting each other, eating cat food, sniffing each other's assholes, you know. It's all confusing for them.
I still don't know how to pet her. I'm still scared of that. Like I put my hand out, and it's like I let her rub against me, and that's where we're at.
Always
now.
remember, before you touch a cat, you got to put love in your hand. Okay, number 2, and this is what people don't understand, but this is the cat psychology. That cat ain't sleeping on the bed with you. He's allowing you, or she's allowing you.
Oh yeah,
to sleep on the bed with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I went to somebody's house about a month ago, and the mother had a cat, and she's like, this cat doesn't talk to anybody, you know. Cat came up to me, I gave her a minute, I put love in my hand, I started patting her. The motherfucker jumped and then sat on me, which makes me nervous because they start clawing you already.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck? And I just started hugging her and scratching her. Her nose started dripping. And she's like, people come over all the time. She hides.
Mm-hmm.
How come she came out here to sit with you? Because I know the psychology of them.
Yeah.
They're not in your house. You're in their house.
Oh, yeah. Because they never leave.
No, so that switches everything around. When you think about it that way, like anytime you see him, like if I'm in the bathroom and she won't move, and I'm like, great, get the fuck out of the way. I'm trying to brush my fucking teeth.
Yeah.
And she won't move. You got to like push him, like,
yeah.
Like get over. So it's a different psychology. But once you understand all that shit about the cat and the females are different than the boys,
yeah,
it's a fucking world to its own.
We have a girl.
The same thing exists with dogs, or if you got a penguin or whatever.
I don't know, but dogs are dumb. I feel like, but like in a great way. They like the dogs I had. They just want you to rub them and play with them, and like they're just.
You got like a neighborhood Jew dog. You didn't spend no money on.
Oh no, we spend money.
I'm talking.
Dude, it's crazy to get a
dog.
dog now.
Yeah, no, it's. I already looked at the German Shepherd.
How much do they want?
A lot.
Yeah, a
lot, because then you got to get the good papers. You know, you got a German Shepherd. You don't want like a faggy German. You want a fucking You want a Hitler. You want Hitler's, you know, if you got a German Shepherd, you want Hitler. And if I get a girl, I'm not spading her. That means don't walk in that fucking house.
What are you going to do with her?
You put papers on the floor when she gets a period.
Stop. Why?
Because they get fucked. It's a different type of animal. I'm old. I need somebody to bite your fucking face off. You know? Yeah. You don't spade a female German Shepherd, and they become really possessive. Like my mom had one. That motherfucker, you couldn't get 10 feet around her purse.
Okay.
When I was a kid, you couldn't get around her purse. You didn't even have to go by her purse. You just didn't even know her purse was there, and you sat down and she started growling at you.
Is it just going to be Mercy's dog? You're going to give it to Mercy so it like protects her?
Bro, kids always want a dog until they get there. Then nobody wants to walk them. Nobody wants to clean their ass. It's too cold. It's too dark. That's my dog.
Okay.
You know, again, when parents, I'm going to get a dog for her. She's going to, no, she's not. No, she's not. That little bitch only knows how to feed it and how to sleep with it and take pictures and put in that stupid little fucking purse of theirs. They know nothing else about a fucking dog, so you're stuck with this dog.
Yeah.
So when you get a dog, at least you know who's going to be put with the strain. It's going to be me that has to walk her. The first 6 months, she has to shit in the garage. Who do you think's going to pick it up?
Are you going to pick up the poop?
Yeah, it's my fucking dog. I just can't leave it there to grow flies.
Oh.
No, you got to pick up the poop. No, I'm going to call some Mexican people to come over and sanitate my house before ice gets...
Did you see New York? That's what was coming up when the snow melted.
What?
800 shits. Because no one picks it up. They would just let the dog shit and then the snow melted. It was like San Francisco.
But again, listen, how much of a fucking redneck are you? You're going to buy a Great Dane and put him in an apartment in New York just to be cool.
Oh, yeah, big dog.
And they're all over there. It's all over New York. You go to New York, it's the uglier the dog to see who gets the most attention. They don't even know nothing about the dog when they purchase him. They're just looking for the attention.
Yeah.
You know?
There was
just
a thing.
For the attention.
Did you ever watch Game of Thrones?
No.
There was a thing when Game of Thrones was out there because they all, like, in the show, each kid had one of the wolf dogs. So, like, a few years later in LA, there were hundreds of, like, at the shelters because everyone, because of Game of Thrones, got the wolf dogs, and they didn't realize that there was like a fucking, like, it's not like a Shih Tzu, it's a real wolf.
It's a wolf, yeah. and people give them back.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what happens.
Oh.
People give them fucking back.
I can't imagine.
They change. Can you imagine that with a life? Like when the pandemic came, people were finding dogs on poles everywhere. Like just to walk away from your fucking dog like that, it's just, that's animalistic.
People are awful.
But people get a dog for a fucking quick minute until the dog shits 2 times. They pick up both shits and then they go, you know what? I didn't see that in the program. I didn't think about that. I thought a bluebird was going to just come down and pick up the shit. And they'll drop them the fuck off. And it's so sad.
Yeah.
It's so fucking sad that's, the word is shallow.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're that fucking shallow. And then they lied. What happened to the dog? Oh my God, we gave him back to my mother because she needed him. She got cancer. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You put him at some fucking dump in Culver City. You know, it's just, and these are the people that you see that's supposed to have class. These are the people you see with their fucking $2,000 purses, you know, and that's how they act. So who, you know.
It's terrible.
At the end of the week, who gives a fuck? You look at those, I'm telling guys, I'm giving the advice when I was your guys' ages, I half gave a fuck. And I didn't feel good about it. Now I don't give a fuck. And it feels just fine. Because this is how you should be thinking. If you walk around all day, well, the whales, listen, nobody, it's like for the last 2 days on every news channel. What's the first thing they say? Oh, yeah, Iran bombed, whatever. My heart goes out to the 3 heroes. Nobody gives a fuck about those 3 heroes. Nobody gives a fuck about those 3 heroes. Why are you saying it? Nobody even knows who they are. Just a couple fucking white people from Indiana will go, oh, that's a shame. You know, they don't know who those fucking soldiers are.
No.
And everybody makes believe like they care. And that's why you got to take it back to Chaz Palminteri. Nobody cares. And when you get that in your fucking head in life, that nobody gives a fuck. They all give a fuck when you're having cocktails and drinks. But at the end of the day, they're so involved in their lives now, especially with the internet and appearances and what's important. You got to have a car if you're a man. You got to have a watch. You got to have 80,000. Who said this? Who says this type of shit?
Speaking of that, and I don't know what's happening. Have you seen Jim Carrey?
No, I don't give a fuck about that dude. Who gives a fuck? He's like a body double or something.
I don't think it's a body double, but his face.
Dog, these people fuck around with that shit. They do all that shit on their face. Listen, I'm 63.
That breaks my heart.
I shoot peptides in my knee.
Okay.
I shoot peptides in my arm for recovery before the surgery and all this shit. But where do you think I'm going to take a needle and stick it in my eyeball? Listen, I don't look too good as it is. I'm going to go messing with this. Half of them. When you see them, you're like, what the fuck happened to her eyes?
Yeah. All of them.
But if you notice, it's, and even though you know it don't look good, they still go do it because they got to be a part of something.
Did anyone ever try to get you to do plastic surgery?
All the time. Are you fucking crazy?
I know you wouldn't do it, but no doctor ever was like, we could lift this and tuck that and liposuction.
No.
Wow.
No.
I'm surprised.
What makes you think I would go, you know what?
No, I'm not saying you would do it. I'm saying a doctor.
I want to stay young. Listen, I looked 50 when I was 21. Okay? I looked 50 when I was 21, like most of the kids around here.
Yeah.
We looked old when we were fucking kids. So for me to go in there now, I want to save a few years on my comedy career. I'm going to slice this. As soon as I hit the stage, Joey's going to look like a goofball. You just lost all your credibility, the whole thing. And you don't look better. You look like a fucking Martian. You look like Lionel Richie, you know. And I'm not saying nothing bad about him. I'm a fan of Lionel Richie's. Even the girl I love, the girl who was married to the Scientologist, Tom Cruise. The blonde that's on that fucking show with the...
Nicole Kidman?
Nicole Kidman. When was Jenna Elfman married to Tom Cruise?
I don't even know who Jenna Elfman is.
Oh, my God. So...
It looks like you're doing something. When like a therapist makes you count to 10, so you don't have like an anger outburst.
What is this? A fucking 3D podcast? This is 2 people talking. There's no fifth fucking wall. He's been doing this for 2 weeks, like getting in the conversation. Like, no, there's no microphone on you, so it sounds like for the 80th time, it sounds like you're just blurbing something, and the people are at home going, "What the fuck is going on?" You follow me, Doug? I don't hear you. Jenna Elfman. This is what I gotta live with. Hey, Uncle Joey here. For starters, this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Listen, International Women's Day is this March. Do something nice for the women in your life and go to therapy maybe. Therapy is a great way to work on yourself so you could be a better husband, boyfriend, friend, or just less of a creep. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, listen, a couple of years ago I had some problems. BetterHelp helped me through it. They gave me some exercises to perform, and today my anxiety is gone. BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the United States. Just answer a few questions to start. BetterHelp will match you with someone who works for you. And if you're not happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is one of the world's largest online therapy platforms. Your emotional well-being matters, so find support and feel lighter in therapy. Sign up now and get 10% off at BetterHelp.com/Diaz. That's BetterHelp.com/Diaz. BetterHelp, HELP.com/Diaz. Take a chance, Columbus did. You're going to love BetterHelp. Hey, Uncle Joey here. Do me a favor. Stop eating junk food that makes you feel like crap. Grab some masa chips. Masa chips taste amazing with only 3 ingredients: corn, sea salt, and 100% grass-fed beef tallow. That's it, Jack. Because masa chips are made with real ingredients. You'll feel fuller longer and won't snack all day. Masa chips come in 6 flavors, like blue corn, lime, churro. Me, I'm a blue corn type of dude. I love it. I put in some nice salsa at night with my feeder up like a doctor. So once you try masa, check out their sister company, Vandy Crisp, and pick up some 3-ingredient potato chips also. Ready to give masa a try? I did. MasaChips.com/Joey. Again, that's MasaChips.com/Joey, Joey. Use code Joey and get 25% off your first order. You can also click the link in the video description or scan the QR code to claim this delicious offer. Don't feel like ordering online? That's fine. Masa is now available nationwide at your local Sprouts supermarket. Enjoy and try the blue corn. You're going to be happy you did.
So what did Nicole Kidman do?
She did surgery.
Okay.
So her eyes look kind of like creeped up.
Oh, I can't imagine. Jim Carrey was like my idol growing up.
Because you're an idiot.
Jim Carrey, that's also true.
He was good to the third Liar, Liar.
The Mask,
yeah,
Liar, Liar.
Liar, Liar. Then that's it. I was done. After that, the one movie he made with the kid where he was a creepy guy, the delivery man or whatever. And then that's it. It just got old. It was like, I don't know. When I met him at the Comedy Store and I did work for him, and I didn't.
No.
God. They forget. They forget that they were one of Mitzi Shore's children. And they forget that you got to be respectful to fucking people, and especially your proper Marines. They're Marines. We all did the same type of time together. So those people forget, and that's why they days off. But look at Roseanne Barr. She's turning into Mitzi Shore. Sounds like her, looks like her, acts like her. It's fucking insane.
Wow, I haven't seen her in a minute.
She's old.
Yeah.
She's older than I am. But she's become Mitzi Shore.
Yeah, Jesus. But her story is crazy. Just how she blew up. Why do you think there is no Mitzi Shore now? Like, why do you think no club has a Mitzi Shore anymore?
Because they're all faggots dressed up like cowboys. That's why. Because somebody wants to be an assistant manager for 3 years, then they become manager because the manager got fired, and now they're fucking authorities. Mm-hmm. And then you got to go in there and go, that's great, but let me show you how it's done. Because they forget. They think they have 3 years in the club. You got 30 years on stage, 20 years on stage, even 15 years on stage, even 10 years on stage. I know a little bit more than you do. So you're coming in here disrespecting me. It's like when we go to clubs and there's a 20-minute video in the front.
But every comic makes fun of it, but I love that you go like, we're not playing that anymore.
Because the next day I went home and told my agent, mental thought, if we play there or there's 2 clubs, no more fucking video up front or we're not doing it. No more video up front. You know what? I'll go up there and promote next week. That's all you should be promoting anyway. But for me to sit here for 15 minutes and tell you who's coming in fucking June right now, you already got 2 drinks in you and you had dinner in you. You're not going to remember this. So why are we doing this? May 14th, Pete Patello will be here. May 19th, Ralphie May will be here. Hold on. Let me take my fucking feather out.
Yeah.
And write down these dates. So, no, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that to the fucking people that don't need the information.
That's awesome.
You put the things in the front on the thing. And it's like when Theo shot the special.
Mm-hmm.
When I went over there, as soon as I walked in, I was like fucking furious. Because I'm like, these people have no idea. No idea. Whatever. I'm there to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
I drive an hour up here. I pull up. There's a parking spot. I park in it. I walk in that fucking door. I'm not even in the fucking door. And all three of you are on me. Hey, the podcast needs to be done at 6. Fanny called. We need a video. We got to be here by 7. No. Let me come in. Let me pee. Let me grab a soda. Say hello to you motherfuckers. How's everybody doing? And then hit me with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of that whole job.
And they have no idea.
Bro, I was on the street and I had 5 people already. You're going to go upstairs? And I'm like, really? So in those situations, you're the talent. You got to go, this ain't going to work. And they'll come back. Oh, well, no, it ain't going to work. We're not doing this tonight. And once you go to take money out of their pocket,
then they'll listen.
It's all over. You're not, anything they say, they're not going to cancel the show. So now you got them over a barrel. You want to do it your way? You go out there and be the thing. Give me the fucking jacket. No. 5 more grand. No, okay. Yeah, because you open your mouth. Who the fuck are you? You're a theater manager. You're a club manager. You know nothing about what we do. You have an idea, and I appreciate you. I have an idea what Georgie does with frames. I have an idea. I don't know what the fuck he does. I can't go into his place and go, use this. I wouldn't do that. You just wouldn't do that shit. So, but that's the problem with, and they do it to all of us at every level. No matter what level you're at. As you're young, you're like, why are they doing this? When you're a young comic, like, I guess I got to listen to this shit.
Yeah.
You know, what time is the sound check? What are we, Led Zeppelin? Me. We could do that when we get there at 7:45.
Yeah.
Everything is more work. Like, to be professional, I don't want to be that professional. It's a show.
Yeah.
It's just a show. We do these every fucking night.
It used to freak me out when I first started, and like the Ice House would start at 8. You'd be like, be at my house at 7:20. We'd get fucked up and get there. Like, you'd pull in at 8:02.
Yeah.
Oh.
How many times have you got there and they come in the back and go, we're going to hold the show for 20 minutes?
Every time.
People come. So then what are we doing? What are we doing? What the fuck are you doing? We're doing the same shit over and over again. If I walk in there at 7:45, it's going to be fine.
Mm-hmm. Because
all your rush, I'm in the building. Like casinos. We need you at 7. Not a chance. Not a chance. Like this thing I did Saturday, they wanted you there at 4.
What time did it start?
8.
What time did you get there?
6.
That's earlier than I would have expected.
That's fine. But 2 hours, no. That's just going to get me hot. I'm going to get anxiety. I'm going to start walking around. I brought a joint with me, But no, I'm not doing that for 2. That's a waste of anybody. I wouldn't ask that from anybody. 4 hours. It's 8 minutes. That takes 10 minutes to write down. Yeah. Why are we there for 4 hours? Because you want it.
It's a power trip,
because
man.
we need to. You want this. You can feel better about it. I got him here 4 hours. No, you didn't. I'll tell you I'll be there at 4. Good luck. Mm-hmm. And then call me one time to ask me. Call me. Where are you? I'm not going to. It's like the people in Philly would always call me on the drive. You're not getting here at 5 to meet everybody? Yeah. Wait for me. It's 7:30. And they're still calling.
I feel like you add 10 minutes for every call.
Yeah.
Like you just slow down.
No, I take a U-turn and start all over again. It's crazy.
Yeah.
There's a good story about Kevin Fitzgerald. And again, this is the other reason why I didn't stick to rules. Kevin Fitzgerald was a bodyguard to Bill Hicks. No, sorry. Bill Hicks worked at Denver Comedy Works, and he brought a bodyguard. And the bodyguard went up to Kevin Fitzgerald before the second show, and he goes, Mr. Hicks doesn't want you to do any of that marijuana material because he covers it. And he didn't say a word, Kevin Fitzgerald. He thought about it, and he goes, fuck him. Fuck him. I'm doing it. He went up there, he did the joke. When he got off stage, Bill Hicks came up to him and said, you're my new opener on the road.
Whoa.
I wanted to see if you were going to play along to the rules.
Damn, and I would have definitely not done the joke.
You're a comic. This is America. When am I going to tell you not to fucking...
Oh, so many people did they say it, though?
They're pussies. Everybody's a pussy as a headline. They're all pussies. Oh, you can't do this? Then don't consider yourself a headline. Say it for somebody else that doesn't mind the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then don't do it. But if you're going to get grabbed... I didn't like when you said mother, because I do a bit about my grandmother. Go fuck yourself. You and your grandmother could both go fuck yourself. Okay? Give a fuck about your grandmother.
That's because I don't know. I think, when did you have that mentality? The whole time, or took a few years?
I started getting it when I moved to LA because now I got something to talk about.
Right
now, I got a leg to stand on. I'm at the fucking Comedy Store. You're gonna tell me? You're gonna tell me?
Yeah.
I'm in there with 60 years of experience before me. They tutor you every fucking night, but you're gonna tell me something different. It's not gonna work out for you.
I love it.
So I had a big time showcase at the South Bend, Indiana Funny Bone. It was Mishawaka. A lot of people don't even know what Mishawaka is. They know what the Dream is. Mishawaka is a community there. It's outside Michigan, Indiana border.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because what is it? What did I just say? Yeah. And I booked a showcase there. And I got there and I walk in and it's a headliner I hated all my life. And I knew he's going to come up to me with his bullshit, you know. We don't do this. I sell books after the show, so don't say the word book. So I went out there and fucking destroyed
Did 30 minutes on books.
Didn't even give a fuck. I got off the stage like, man, you'll never work with me again. I don't give a fuck. This is just a guest set. You think I'm somewhere in my itinerary? It says I can't wait to play the Funny Bone in Notre Dame. What do I give a fuck about Notre Dame? I got a GED. What do I give a fuck about Notre Dame? The fuck out of here. I'm going to listen to what comedians. You became a comedian because you couldn't handle a day job. You became a comedian because you didn't like people looking over your shoulder. And you became a comedian so, number one, nobody could tell you what the fuck to do. That's a very tough thing. It's like opening up your own business. You didn't open up an own business because you're going to make all this money. Some people open up business, they don't want people looking over their shoulder. They don't like people asking them where the fuck they're going. Some people love that shit. I'll be here at 8 with donuts. I don't know. Maybe 9:30, maybe 10. Let's see what happens. I'll wake up. That's it. And if you have, not that you're going to do that every day. You're going to show up at 8. It's your job. But you know what I mean? People just put this in, because they got nothing in their lives. And that's all they have to focus on. And you feel bad for them. Well, I'm here 15 hours a day, 9 days a week. You got a girlfriend, you ain't got a cat. You're not going to get a girlfriend. You're half mute. You look like fucking a Martian, you know.
I had a few of those in LA.
This is their life. And they're so miserable. That's why they yell at work. And you're like, what do I need this for? So you open up your own business, whether it's carpentry. You take a bump for 2 years just so you can work for yourself and earn yourself. And at one point, if you try to please everybody, you're not going to please them.
That's crazy.
You give me a joke, come over, paint that wall. I come over, I paint the wall, but you know what? George, the edge, the molding, I'm going to do that on the house. And I do it, and the people come back, and they don't say thank you, or you missed the spot. So I might as well be a scumbag.
Yeah.
Look at those Jews I was showing you before, the IEA Jews, you know.
There's an AI rabbi that you love so much.
Fucking the guy drops knowledge all day, like KRS-One. Knowledge that's important. Like, people need to see this shit.
Oh, my God. If I have to find his name so people can go find him, because it's the funniest.
Fucking guy talks about, right now, Americans are watching a war with Iran. Tooly dooley, you're sitting there with anxiety. Meanwhile, I'm investing in this, that.
The rabbi's blueprint. It's a rabbi. Every time you see him, he's in front of a different, like, vacation house. And just, I don't know, whoever's creating it, it's the same rabbi, but he's like giving like it's. I have to be honest. I feel like you're the one who's writing this stuff for him.
Bro, we both talk the same language. No bullshit, no nonsense. I don't want to hear your shit. Get to it. Shit or get off the fucking pot. That's it. We ain't got time for this shit. You ain't got time for bleed.
No.
If I fucking didn't do things because of how bad I felt, I wouldn't do anything. My knee is in fucking pain. My throat hurts today. I was around 20,000 people 2 nights in a row. Friday night, I had to go to a kid's party.
Okay.
Fucking tremendous.
What
I
happened?
took some edibles. I brought my whistle. They didn't know what the fuck.
Oh my God. I forgot about that whistle. You were just blowing the whistle at kids?
Yeah. Every time there were some old people, and every time I hit the whistle, the whole table would jump. I was like, this is fucking tremendous.
Oh my
man.
God. What kind of kids party?
13-year-old girls. 12 girls at a thing, and then her parents, my wife, their mom, and another. We went to the fucking thing.
What would happen if you went to that sober? How long would you last sober at a birthday party?
2 minutes. 2 minutes. I went in there stoned to the gills. I hadn't taken edibles because of the snow and shit. I took like fucking 800 milligrams.
Mm-hmm.
I found one of those last gummies, and I took 2 of those caramel things. And I took a codeine pill for my knee, so it all hit at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't drink, though. I just did bong hits like a motherfucker. And I just giggled. The food was okay. You know, I just giggled. It was nice to just be out of the house, watch the girls. They were all fucking talking shit. And then I went out for a little while, and then I met them later on. And there was more food and fucking.
Nice.
Nutella pizza with strawberries and bananas and shit. I'm like, I'm not eating that stuff.
No?
I'm not a big Nutella guy.
Me either, to be honest with you. It's fine, but
They
it's
also
not.
have Nutella, not gnocchi.
Dumplings?
Nutella something else. And they're not bad. I could eat one of them, but I can't eat, you know. Yeah, it's a lot of chocolate, but it was good. It was good. And then Saturday I had that thing.
How was it?
It was tremendous, bro. It was really nice to be a part of something. Like, I feel bad because everybody talks about Austin, everybody talks about LA, everybody talks about the New York comedy scene. There was a nice little comedy scene in Jersey. And now we got to figure out how to capitalize on it through the dojo and maybe through the Stress Factory or something, because it's just a nice little comedy family in Jersey. Nobody's fronting, nobody's acting like they're Johnny Goombats, you know, whatever.
So you did the roast of New Jersey.
Yeah.
And did you? It was like a Netflix roast, where like everyone roasted each other, and like you just roasted New Jersey.
I didn't know half the people there, so I didn't roast a lot of them. I didn't have time to roast people. I'm not a roaster. I said something about Rich Boss being a real Jew.
Okay.
I talked about
That's a nice thing.
you know, everybody was picking on Natalie Cuomo. And I know her, and she's such a fucking sweetheart. I didn't want to say anything to her. And then when I saw her, I'm like, I definitely can't do the joke because she's just such a sweetheart to me all the time. I really like Natalie Cuomo. And the joke, 2 people went up there and said she got stinky pussy. And when she drives in Jersey, the smell is her pussy and shit. And I went up there and I'm like, listen, Natalie, I don't want to, I could be your dad. So it's embarrassing for me. But I shouldn't say your pussy's stinky. You got all those tattoos. It's more inky. It's like fucking that ink squid marinara.
Oh my
God.
God.
You got good pussy. Well, I'm concerned, but I'm not going to say nothing. And I felt bad when I said pussy in front of her. Her face looked at me like, no, Joey.
Oh.
So I just stopped there and it was a roast of New Jersey. So what they wanted me to do was to go up there first from a perspective of being gone for 35 years.
Right.
What's happened.
Okay.
And then go, but fuck you. This is why I love Jersey.
Oh, okay.
So for me, I could do that on my back.
Yeah. Yeah, you
know?
do love Jersey.
I just did a couple North Bergen things about the teachers and fucking, you know.
And did anyone make fun of you?
Yeah.
Did it hurt your feel? Like people ask me to do roast, and I'm like, I'll fucking get real upset.
Listen, it's a roast, okay? Some people said something about me kidnapping somebody, that I got more skin, I need more bone, I got too much skin for my body. You know, shit like that. But nobody, you know, there's a line at a roast. You know, the only roast I didn't like, and I hated the guy after that, I saw him one night, was the guy who tormented Ralphie May that night. So talking about his kids and his wife. That's a different thing. That's when the microphone just hits you in the fucking head. You know, and that's why I never got involved in roast. I don't want to judge him.
Yeah.
I don't want to do nothing because I'm not cut from that style. I know you 30 years. You want to fuck with me? Bring it. You're not lying.
Right.
But
if you don't know me,
this motherfucker saying shit about kidnapping, I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know some guy named Gags. I don't know any of this shit.
Oh, I would have loved to see you throw a microphone at someone's head.
No, but the funny thing was, even with the hearing aids, I couldn't hear nobody. I was just sitting there. smiling and shit, like waving. Then it started, I was sitting there for a long time. I must have popped 2 edibles while I was sitting on the couch. I popped 2 of those 100 milligram caramels.
Oh my God. Dude, did you ever see Jamie Foxx fucking with that guy in that roast?
Yes.
That's one of my favorite videos.
I know that guy really well.
Oh no, is he okay?
That guy sold the show that he put me on. He was a very nice guy. And I'm going to tell you what happened.
Okay.
Before you even say anything.
Go for it.
He's a sweetheart. Doug.
Okay.
Doug's a sweetheart. I just saw that about a month ago. It popped up on my YouTube.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit. I forgot about this. I always told you there's places where you belong and there's places where you don't belong. You just have to be smart enough. Even if I come to you and go, no, Lee, come. They're going to love you. You're going to go, Joey, I don't belong there. I just don't jizz with those guys. It's Shaq. It's a bunch of black dudes that are on, and he sold the show. Nobody knows him as a comic.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying to you? So he was, and I was with that agent years ago, Jim Callum. Good agent, good guy, but he gave him bad advice that day. He told him to show up. He got buried. And
he did a couple jokes that didn't work, and then Jamie Foxx just started talking into the mic. He's like, I'm really fucking up right now.
Yeah.
I should just leave.
Now I should.
I wish Jamie would have me on his movies.
Yeah. He was fucking leveling into him. And I felt bad. It ruined his career.
Did it really?
I think so. I think the wife left him.
Oh, no. That's, dude, getting bombing so bad that your wife leaves you is brutal.
Well, where do you go from there? Look at his shirt. Look at the shirt he had on compared to everybody else there. Just the shirt alone tells you.
I don't remember. What kind of shirt did he have?
Just like a Sears and Roebuck.
Oh, okay.
You got Emmett Smith. You got Jamie Foxx. You got the black chick. You got all these people that are working theater comics at the time. You know what I'm saying? You don't belong there. And that, he's on a ship now. I know I seen him on a cruise with somebody.
Okay.
Good guy. But just those things where somebody says, hey, let's go to this HBO party. And you're like, I got $4 in my bank account. You could fake the funk like Jackie Gleason. I could put a 5 in my pocket and go in there with new shoes like a Puerto Rican and a suit on with sparkling teeth. But you are what you are, and they're going to recognize you and go, ooh, what's he doing here? He doesn't belong here. But that's at half the Hollywood parties. If you started calling people like, why are you here? I worked on the movie for 13 days. I didn't see you one time. Well, I'm friends with the cast. Right? I came to support them. No, you didn't come to support them. You came to see what you could get. There's nothing here. These are all people that work. You don't. So you don't belong here. It's very tough to digest that. And I did. We think Rogan didn't invite me to NBC things all the time? I don't need to be there. Don't need to be there. Nobody's going to talk to me. Nobody's going to want to see me. In a comedian's perverted mind, yeah, I'm going to go in there and cut a deal. No, you're not. No, you're not. Look at your shoes. Look at your fucking sneakers. Who's going to cut a deal with you? You got dirt all over them. You got shoes and you forgot to polish them. Why are you even here? They look at all that shit. That's all that scene is. If you're a black guy, if you don't have dreads in LA now, one sticking sideways, they're not going to talk to you.
But dude, that's the fucked up thing is I think the opposite. Anytime anyone invites me anywhere, I'm like, they don't want me there. Like I shouldn't be there.
No, there's places where you do belong. Listen, there's a Christmas party at the Stand. I do spots at the Stand. I don't.
Right.
But I'm there twice a week. That's my party.
Right.
Yeah, other comics are going to come in. Yeah, okay. And again, you look at them like, the fuck, give it a breather.
Yeah.
Let them miss you. Let them miss you. Let them have a reaction to you. You're not even letting them do that. And that's why I stayed out of all that shit. Ever. Even after the fact. Lee, tell them. I stayed out of all that shit. All of it. I don't belong there. I did the music thing where you jump with the band. When I did.
Oh, yeah. The goddamn comedy jam.
That's it.
And they had to ask you for a while.
Oh, for like a year and a half. Until I said, I'm doing it, but on my terms. I'm doing my song.
That was great. That was a fun night.
Because if not, dog, I went to the last party I took my wife. It was a Showtime party for that comedy thing with Jim Carrey.
Dying up here.
It was a Monday night. I get there, the place is a fucking dump. It's upstairs, all this foo-foo shit. They got fruit and cocktails that my daughter made them. They're that fucking weak. And I'm surrounded with 80 people that I haven't seen in years. They just get dressed up and come out for these things. And I looked at my wife. I was there for like 10 minutes. I go, Terry, time to get the fuck out of here. We ended up going to Rails for dinner. The new
that's
Rails
better.
out there.
Yeah.
But it was like, what are we doing at these things? We're too old. We're too old, and look at this. It's just people talking that have no right to be here. No reason, no leverage, no writing anything. Yeah, but you're going to go meet people, but then it's going to bottom out because you ain't got nothing. So when they call you into the meeting the next day, what are you going to tell them? I got a story. Yeah, well, North Bergen, I grew up. They don't want to hear that shit, dog. Or unless you know how to make money to it. Add money to that. That's all they want to hear. So all that shit.
But even then, like, I bet they don't want the money. Like, especially like, if you're there, maybe. If I go to a party and I see Quentin Tarantino and I have a movie, like, he doesn't want to hear my movie idea.
No, not at a party when he's coked up. Unless you give him a line of coke, and then yeah, I love that idea. Call my receptionist in the morning. That's an Academy Award winner. The next day you call his receptionist, they're never going to call you back.
No.
He lost respect for you. He realized who you were in the morning. Just a dirty coke fiend like him. Trust me. The only way they'll talk to you is that's a great idea. I could get James Cobra. I get Brad Pitt for that. I'll get Leonardo. And you're there giving them coke all night. Fuck it. All the dealers. I'm going to be a millionaire in 3 days. Keep giving Leonardo coke, whatever his fucking name is. Call him in 2 days. Once the powder runs out.
Oh.
You think they're going to call you back? Unless they're in a pinch. They'll call you, because it happened to me. They'll call you something like a 12. Out of 6 months, you've been calling. Hey, how you doing? Man, where you been? I've been busy shooting a movie. Hey, can you talk to that guy for me?
But then you're just the coke guy to him.
Yeah, you're just a coke guy.
That sucks.
So these are all the things you got to watch that you don't know until you find out, until you get involved with it. When you go to those parties, people watch you. They're dying for you to do a line of coke. I went to a party where everybody knew the guy was an alcoholic.
Okay.
And he was drinking. Everybody was waiting for him to lose his mind because he's that much of a fucking drunk. And I remember people coming up to me, we're going to stay here till he cracks. And sure enough, I left when the eye was fucking, he was looking at people like, going to attack him. Fuck you. I don't need that shit. I never wanted to be, I didn't get into comedy to try to be a high society guy. Like to go to a party and walk around with a martini and, so what do you do? My name is Cristela. Oh my God, what a beautiful name.
But now, and it doesn't sound like this was that kind of party. But how does it feel now to be like at like the roast of New Jersey, like on the fucking?
I got to be honest with you. There was no. I mean, listen. Some of those women were a little on the. We only shop at Don Guido's and Beverly Hills, but everybody else there was pretty much check. I mean, there's a new thing in New Jersey where you have to be built, tattoos, and jewelry, and a nice watch. All these guys look the same. They're ugly as fuck. Go on Facebook every weekend. You see where that girl parties. She just followed me again, that poor bastard. She's 63, my age, and she drinks. Lori, whatever. You got to see the guy she hangs out with. I wouldn't take these guys to a fucking funeral. They got no game. I mean, it's awful. Awful with giant shirts on at a club. Come on. It's Friday night, dog. A Yankee hat on with champion. Come on. That's for fucking baseball games. This is a club. You're trying to get a piece of pussy and you're walking in with a Yankee hat. Yeah, look at me. Okay. The bottom line is the bottom line.
Yeah.
When you go to a club on a Friday night, women don't want to hear about the Yankees. They want to hear about how you're going to suck their pussy differently than anybody else sucked their. Look, I know any of these guys are going to suck your pussy and you're going to come, but I'm going to make you see Martians. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to lick you. My tongue spins this way. That's all they want to know. I got a 10-foot dick. And if you break it, another one comes out like a shark's tooth. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about it. That's what they want to hear. They don't want to hear about real estate. I can't wait to get box seasons at the Yankees. Yeah, this year the pitching is going to be good. It's Friday night. Either you're going to suck my twat, give me a coke rock, a fucking hit of meth or ecstasy, or whatever they do to jump up and down, or go home. Go home.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, leave me alone.
Oh.
And we're from another cut. Like, I'm old school.
Right.
I'm not going to give you that little, listen.
Just give them. Dude, I would love.
It's Friday night. I got an 8-ball. That little mini skirt. I'll shove my tongue right up your asshole and give them a minute. And give them a minute. They got to think about the shock. Like, nobody's ever gone up to them like that.
No.
Everybody else is talking about, oh my God, I can't wait till you have headshots. They're going to be so beautiful. Listen, fuck your headshot. I'm going to stick my tongue so far up your ass, your glasses are going to fucking melt. Either they smack you in the face, finish their drink, and grab you by the hand and go, it's time to go. And you'll see all those other guys, box seats for the Knicks. Yeah, muscles.
It's time to go. Do you ever get a drink thrown in your face?
19 October. On the street, October of 81.
Why? What happened?
Some girl was drinking. I was friends with her. We had, swap spit a few years before. And we had like this aggravating fucking friendship. Like it was just like, it was just not a good relationship. I liked her. We ended up hooking up years later. And now she don't talk to me since 1985. She has not spoken to me at all, dog. Her daughter reached out to me in 2018 for Rogan tickets.
Oh, of course.
And I was like, she's like, you remember my mom?
You're like, I do. They'll have tickets for you, and then there's no tickets for her.
She was drinking vodka with iced tea in it.
Oh, okay.
And we were on the streets. It was starting to get cold. She had on a North Bergen cheerleading jacket on or something. I was by Nick's, and she crossed the street with her girlfriends and was all a little under the, she was drinking. I hadn't done anything. And she came up to me and was saying something. I'm like, what are you talking about? Something weird. And she had something on her jacket. I go, what the fuck is that? And she looked at me. She goes, this is my new jacket. She just threw the booze at me.
Oh.
And then her and her girlfriends crossed the street. But she didn't see that she left a container of iced tea. Remember the containers? They were there was no fucking glass. They were containers.
Little cardboard ones?
Cardboard ones.
Okay.
She left some on the floor.
Oh, no.
So I took that up, and she hit a vodka they were across the street now from Nick's Pizzeria where there was a barber there. They were drinking over there, and she had her back to Kennedy Boulevard.
Oh.
And I went behind her with that fucking iced tea with my little burglar feet. And I just dumped it over her head. And she's like, fuck you. Fuck you. I'm like, hey, man, you hit me fucking first, all right, bitch?
Yeah.
I never want to talk to you again.
And then you looked up a few years later?
9 months later, she was in the sack with me. That's like James Bond shit.
Only Joey Diaz.
No, but that never happened again. We had something.
Right.
But she was always like trying to, listen, just let me make out with you and grab your tit. It wasn't anything. We weren't doing anything. We were fucking 16 years old. But it was always like she drank and she wanted, like she watched too many TV shows where guys and chicks have conflicts. Like you bought the Reese's instead of, what are you talking about? Just eat it. I'm not even saying we had arguments about that, but she was one of those girls that when she got cocktails in it.
Some people just like to fight.
Yeah, and I didn't want to fight. I just want to swap spit and finger you and go home. That's it. I ain't here to fight with you. We'll drink a little bit and we'll finger you. I know you're not fucking nobody. I'm cool with it. I'm not making you do anything. I'm not going to give you a roofer either.
That's really nice of you.
But if you think that I'm going to argue with you and then try to make up and walk you home, and then on the walk in, she would start another fight. After the makeout, we were in high school. You walk home to 68th and Guttenberg, over mountains and cars and fucking burger lines and hills. And after I get home, I swap spit with you, I grab your tit, now you're starting, well, are you going to take me to the movies on Sunday? Because we're all going to the movies. And you're like, what the fuck? So that was too white for me. She was Italian, but she was already in the American zone.
So a little iced tea. Oh, there's a lot of people I'd like to just pour some iced tea over their head. That would be great.
Some women pour drink in your face. I mean,
it doesn't have to be a woman. There's plenty of guys who I'd like to pour some iced tea over their head.
Oh, Why pour iced tea when you hit him with a bottle? You know what I'm saying? You want to be a fag and put water on him, or you want to hit him with a club stick and go, that's what happens.
I would like to do that. Do you ever fantasize about that? About people I'm mad about, you're mad about? Just I want to...
Just running them over with a car.
Oh. I've thought about when I'm get really mad, there's like a few people, I'm like, if everything gets fucked, I'm like, I'm going to kill them, and then like it's just like that's it. I'm going to see how far I can get. I have like a few people. And it's never going to happen. I probably shouldn't say this on the internet, but there's like a few people who have really pissed me off. I'm like, if I lose my job, the house goes, and like if my life's over, I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait. I just it makes me happy just to think about it.
You know, man, that shit'll fucking kill you. I used to dream about all that shit. Like I had one deal that was for sure. And I was committed to this deal because I had nothing else going on. And I couldn't imagine being 40 with nothing going on. So I said, I'm going to go to LA and I'm going to give it a chance. If for some reason I fuck up or I do something stupid, I'm going to drive home and I'm going to stop and kill my ex-wife and her husband and then go to North Bergen where they won't come and get me. That was the plan. That's a sad fucking plan.
Yeah.
If I fail at this, I got nothing else to live for. What am I going to do? Become an engineer when you're 40? You don't have a high school diploma. What am I going to do? Mr. Ashley's going to get me a job at the school? What am I going to do? You're done. You're 40. You got felonies. You got a GED. And you failed at stand-up. What is there to celebrate? I was just going to go kill her and just sit there with a cigarette with blood all over my face. I don't know what happened. I went in there and there was blood everywhere. And then they put you like a fucking, you're crazy. You know, that's what I was hoping for.
Right.
That they would just say he's crazy. You know, I was going to figure out how to be fucking insane. But thank God we didn't get to that.
Thank God.
And that was the thing. I was like, if I fail at comedy, what am I doing? That's it.
That's it.
You failed at marriage, which is basic communication 101. And then you're going to fail as a comic, which is basic communication volume 2. What am I going to go for volume 3? There ain't none.
Right. So
I was like, I'm done. From whatever happens there, I'll just run reckless and they'll shoot me somewhere in Jersey City.
It does. It's not something you should do, but when you're pissed off, it feels good to think about it.
Well, yeah, why you're pissed off? And that's it's like when you call a hooker, but you jerk off on the way there. And you're like, I don't need her now.
Right.
I already jerked off. It's the same thing. That's why you got to think about the steps on things, you know.
Well, they have things like that now. They have like break rooms where you can just go and break shit when you're angry.
That's for faggy fucking people. They also got a place I go for $65. A lady will hug me to sleep. You know,
yeah, professional cuddler.
Yeah, and then I get there and the lady's 400 pounds with peanut butter fingers. I'm trying to fall asleep. And no, that's just.
If I'm paying someone to cuddle, it's going to be someone who's 400 pounds.
No, you're not. You're going to pay warm, a nice-looking blonde with big tits to cover your eyes. You know how people put those things in their eyes they don't see?
Right.
I want a chick to put her tits on my eyes like that. I don't see nothing. That's what I want for $65 an hour if you're going to cuddle with me. But how depressing is your life? If you're going to cuddle with somebody on the street, I mean, and that's a new world. And people will take a hug from anybody.
Yeah.
That's the new thing. Oh, thank you for sharing. Let's give him a hug. Oh, my God, you're so brave. Thank you when you went on the Oscars for calling out the Palestinian children. We needed that. America really needed to look at that. You know, thank God you called out the Jews for their atrocities. And, you know, and you're like, well, how did this get to this? Are you putting me the fuck on by saying all this dumb shit?
I love that you always think that someone's like fucking with you.
I think they're fucking with me. It's like when you go to Texas and do comedy, like on the other side of Texas.
Okay.
And again, a comic will go up that's not experienced and he'll go, before we start this show, let's give a round of applause for the troops. I get it. I applaud the troops.
Right.
But why are you saying that at a comedy show?
Right.
2 mothers are in the back crying, my boy's in Iraq. You know, the fuck is wrong with you?
Right.
So there's just things that people go to that are just easy to say. And once you start watching Hollywood,
yeah,
that's all it is. That's all it is.
There's a lot of things like that. Like, did you watch the Olympics?
No, I didn't waste my time. It starts over there. That's the fucking growth. If
LA.
New York City catches a cold, if catches the flu, the rest of the country catches a cold.
Mm-hmm.
When you start that stupidity behavior, that started in L.A. or people of that mode. When I left New York City, there weren't a lot of people in that mode here. They were the village, they thought they were artsy-fartsy and smart and everybody, but the rest of these motherfuckers would mug them out of heart, you know what I'm saying? So they got kept in check. Now they're all over New York, whether it's with their stupid fucking 6-foot dogs or whatever the fuck they want to tell you about why they're more special than you and why they're entitled to do this. That's the world today. Everywhere you go to a restaurant, there's a thing to take pictures.
Yeah.
So you could feel like you're in Hollywood. I don't want to take no pictures in front of that. What's it going to do for me?
Like they have.
Yeah.
Do you remember that in LA? They had some walls with like wings, and there was like a security guard because people were coming to take pictures, and you had to like wait in line and take a picture with like the wings behind you. It's
it's like the people who fly in to go to Pink's Hot Dogs.
Oh yeah.
And they shit blood for 2 weeks because somebody told them to go to Pink's Hot Dog. Some idiot told them to go to Pink's Hot Dog. I would tell people to fucking go there to L.A., drive by Pink's and throw a grenade at the fucking building because it's so fucking bad. The buns, the dogs, the chili, it's all bad. Some places you go and you're like, I like the dog, but the bun was kind of light. I like this. There you go. I didn't like the yellow bun. It's like a yellow bun.
Ooh.
The hot dog is one of those beef hot dogs from California. It's got some tofu in it. The
tofu.
It's like the Dodger dog.
Oh yeah,
I love Dodger Stadium. But the Dodger dog, I wouldn't give it to my cat.
No, it's awful.
I wouldn't give it to my cat.
Yeah.
I didn't eat hot dogs back there until we found the ballpark ones. No, my wife found something. My wife found, and that's when I started eating them because we were making them at home.
Right.
But I don't eat those Jamoke ballpark. Fuck those things. I'm a Sabret motherfucker to the end. And the other company, that Thumans to the end. Everything else, I don't even want to put that shit to my lips.
No, it was
If
terrible.
I don't see Sabret on those motherfuckers, these Arabs that sell Sabrets in New York, they're bootlegs and shit.
Dude,
like
did you see people are getting really upset with them because you'll get a hot dog and like you'll order it, they'll hand it to you, and it's like $15.
Yeah.
And they're just fucking with you now.
The hot dog, listen, everything is so outlandish in New York now. Why? The coolness is gone. The coolness that was really New York is gone. And they ain't going to come back for a long time. Everything you see now, they're faking the funk. That is not the New York City we grew up in. It was a different state of mind. It wasn't that shallow state of mind. New Yorkers were not that fucking shallow.
Well, and I know I'm part of the problem, but I don't know how many actual New Yorkers are still there.
No.
Maybe in some neighborhoods,
No,
but in most of them, not.
No, they're all from Indiana and Boston.
Yeah.
And they took away from that what that grime was. Now you go to a city, you're like, it's dirty. New York in the 70s and 80s and even early 90s before Giuliani had a little grime to it.
A lot.
It didn't bother you. If you came from grime, it didn't bother you. It was just something you lived with. Other people come here and they look, we got to get rid of that. No, that's what this city is about. That's what it's always been about. For starters, I don't know when to change, but it's a blue-collar city.
Oh, it's
just
not,
like Jersey. Brooklyn, the Bronx, they're really blue-collar. Manhattan always had a little flair to it. You got some stockbrokers. But we're all blue-collar. Go around North Jersey. Everybody thinks they're high-collar.
Yeah, but they're doing what your neighbor did. They're staying over there so they could save money and take the ferry every day to New York. Yeah.
What ferry? The ferry's $18 fucking a day.
It is.
That's $120 a week or something like that, right?
Yeah, if you want to do that. Dude, I'm lucky and I pay $350 a month to park in Manhattan. And that's cheap.
When you really look at New York and what's going on there, as a 23-year-old, you're like, I want to live in the city. And you're making $120,000. You ain't putting nothing away.
No.
There's nothing going away. When that check comes, you spend every fucking dime. That's not what New York, 120 for a single kid that's 24, 25. But they don't give a fuck. They'll go over there. We're a neighborhood. It's so much fun. We could make vapor pens in the bakery. You could do that in Jersey. You could do that in Connecticut. You could do that anywhere. But they're just brainwashed.
Yeah.
We've been brainwashed.
New York always had a draw for me. I don't know what
it's
my
always
whole
had
life.
a draw. How can you not? 1 minute I'm hanging out with fucking savages in the village. The next minute I'm jumping up and down with black people in Harlem. That's next minute I'm at a Yankee game. Next minute it's 1 a.m. I'm stopping to get a fucking steak that you can't get nowhere at 8 o'clock.
Oh,
they still got a steak over there at 1 a.m. I don't even think you could do that anymore.
Someone told me that there's a 24-hour Cuban place.
Well, I believe it.
I forget. I can't remember what the. Oh, okay. You've never been there?
In the city? Yeah, I believe it.
Oh.
$15 to get a bottle meal, rice and beans with egg. 15 in the city.
God bless.
23rd and 7th.
Just to prove to you, you could still make a living on cheap food.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting killed. People are getting fucking killed. And then they want to come on TV. The economy is booming. Okay. And Americans, yes, it is. The tariffs. Okay. Keep telling yourself that. Keep fucking telling yourself that. People are scared to go into New York City. They don't know what they're going to spend. 35 in total. For what? For what? I need one thing out of New York City, a good steak at that place. Besides that, I don't go in there for the city. I don't go in there for comedy. I don't want to play the Beacon Theater to make no fucking money. I'm at the Beacon Theater. Yeah, you make 10 grand for 10,000 people because they take everything else.
Right.
You're fucking crazy. The union. I don't want to do that shit.
No.
They're taking like 30% of your money you don't even see. And you're like, 30%.
And the problem is when you're there for a while, you don't realize it. And then you go to Florida for the weekend, or you go like to Massachusetts, and you're like, oh, things are a third of what they cost.
Many times I go to breakfast and the bill came back $13, and I call the waitress. You made a mistake. She's like, wow. How many times I call you from Denver?
Oh, yeah.
Tell you about the $7 breakfast. I don't think they have it anymore, but it was like
Sam's.
Yeah, it went up. But it was still like a bowl of chili, 2 eggs, potatoes, and toast. You could take those chili and throw it over the eggs with 2 tortillas for $7.99 and an orange juice and a coffee. That's what America's forgot.
Yeah. That's
what America forgot. So I applaud those people that still want to save you. My friend was telling me she went for a margarita. It was $24 last week.
Probably.
Somewhere in Old Bridge. That's $48. That's $48. I went to the fucking Garden. It was $33 for a single shot margarita on the 3rd floor. $33. They wanted $43 for a double shot or something. I'm like, fuck it, I'll drink water.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for it. And that's what breaks my heart about New York City now. It's they get you at every level. They became cable TV. 2 years ago, you paid cable TV. Now, I cancel cable, but see what you're paying now.
More.
Between Netflix, they chunked it up on you. So if you pay for Prime, Netflix, Magooby, Peacock,
everything.
I'm dropping $800. And then the phones. I didn't know these phones were fucking $200 a month now. We paid $34 and you had a phone at the house. God forbid you dial $34. It's $170. You have to pay the phone. How are they getting this money? They're going into debt.
Yeah.
There is no way you can walk around with a smile on your face and go, I just went and paid $1,800 for an iPhone.
That's low. It's like dude, I can't tell you. I have it written down. Have you seen the Orthodox Jews that walk around with the flip phones?
Yeah, like Ari.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want the Orthodox Jew flip phone. I'm not spending $2,000 on a phone.
You don't give a fuck about Googling. At the end of the day, you're paying $2,000 so you could be cool. Let's Google how do we eat pussy. Let's Google the best restaurant. Let's Yelp it. Let's do this.
No.
I don't even have Twitter on mine. I don't have Facebook on my phone. I have Instagram. That's it. That is it.
And that's about to go too, probably.
Yeah. I'm starting to get a little, but there's some good things on Instagram, like the Jews. I like those Jews.
The AI Jews are
the girl from France
top.
that I torture every day, call her Magnifique. And she'll send me voicemail. I do not know.
You just pretend you're talking French to her?
Yeah, but it ain't French. I can't talk French. I just start making up fucking letters and fucking shit like that. What do you got this weekend, Tarzan?
This week I'm with you in Tampa.
All right. That's sold out. And then Friday and Saturday, you got what?
Friday and Saturday, I'll just be around New York. Can I give one? It's a little far out, but it's a big one.
Yeah.
April 1st and 2nd, I'm at Uncle Vinny's. Very excited about it.
All right. Oh shit. Huh.
Headlining Wednesday and Thursday. Very
April
excited.
1st. But we got Tampa sold out, but we got
Foxwoods,
and there was 100 tickets left last Thursday. Yeah, there was 100 tickets left last Thursday. So
that's a week from Saturday.
That's a week from Saturday. And that's it. That's all we got, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry about last week with the snowstorm. I know you like listening to us two idiots, but we just couldn't do it. It wasn't worth it killing ourselves. But we're back. We'll be back next week with a guest. The week after that, we got Alberto Crane. He's coming in with his new book.
Nice.
We got John Bernthal coming in for the Dog Day afternoon. We got a couple things going on. So
I love it.
That's it. We're here. We're queer, motherfuckers. Have a great week.
Uh-oh. There he is. Johnny Abdullah. Monday, Hot Smokers. It's September 11th. My heart goes out to everybody. 22 years later, it's still a disaster, but we're still back. You know what I'm saying? We're still kicking ass, America. What's up, Lee Sayat?
I'm ready to go. I'm ready for the check-in.
I'm ready to go. You didn't take an edible yet?
It's right here. See, this is
and
everyone says I don't take
ones.
shit.
You're making those fake ones.
Listen,
do it. Ding, 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 ding. What's up, buddy? How was your weekend?
My weekend was great.
What'd you do? You didn't do no stand-up, right?
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not.
When is your next little fucking hoop-de-doop?
This weekend, Friday and Saturday, I'm at the Saratoga Comedy Works.
That's how we do it, brother.
Oh, yeah. And then next week, huh?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Sorry, next week I'm at the Chicopee Comedy Loft on Thursday.
Look at you, you bad motherfucker.
That's
From
right.
Chicopee to New York to L.A. to Reno, back to the ghetto.
Someday.
I love it, brother. Look at you. International Lee Sayat starting this tour in fucking Battlefield, Israel.
Oh, they would hate me in Israel. They'd like you more than they like me.
What are you
I'm like a Jew that went bad.
But the Cubans like you more than they like me, so it all works out for the better. How's the girlfriend? How's the kids? Everybody jumping up and down?
Everyone's doing great. It's been fun, like her with the kids. I was thinking about this. Do you love pissing Mercy off?
Not really.
No, I love pissing her kids
I hear
off.
her fucking talk. You know, I torture her a little bit. You know, I do things that bother her a little bit, but I don't push the issue too much. Every once in a while, I scare her, you know.
How do you scare her?
I just fucking stand outside the door when she comes out. Noise. I got different masks and shit.
Oh, you have masks?
Like a voodoo mask he brought back from Colombia. He always brings me a mask from these places to fight the demons. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. I like to tell them like I'm Taylor Swift's best friend. And they freak out.
And then
like, no, you're not.
Then you call me up and like, I'm Taylor Swift. That's not Taylor Swift, you fucking liar.
Oh, I love doing it.
So football season has
fucking
arrived, man.
Thank God.
And it was a hell of a fucking week so far. I mean, I turned it around. I started the week off with Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Just took a chance with it because what the fuck? And then
right. Before you get to Sunday, you gave me shit for Saturday, and I wanted to defend myself.
What shit for Saturday?
Because I don't know anything about college football, but I'm trying, I'm trying to have some fun betting. I'm trying to have something to talk about. And I had an odd number in my account. I had 143. I don't like odd numbers. So I placed a $13 bet, and you gave me shit for like 30 minutes. What's wrong? I don't know anything about the game. You don't ever place like a $10 bet. What's wrong with the 13? It was $13.51.
First off, you're Jewish. No Jewish man gets annoyed by those 3 pennies, okay? I don't know what kind of Jew you are. 43 cents is 43 fucking cents, okay? And you hold on to it. $13, how do you end up with it? Listen, you bet Colorado. Do you think I know about college football? I know dick about college football. I know that the excitement is great up in Colorado.
Yeah.
So I had nothing to lose. They were playing in Boulder on a fucking beautiful goddamn day. That's the Lord's country right now. Did Denver win on Sunday?
No, they lost.
Where, at home or away?
I don't know. I think they were home.
You know, it's weird. When Denver plays at home and they got a good team, 1:00 game, the Lord's Day,
I don't give a fuck if you show up with Jesus and the disciples and Pontius Pilate. You're not beating the fucking. I lived there for fucking 20 years.
You know what this reminded me of? You remember the U where you said the Miami players were more popular than the Dolphins players? I think that's what's going on in 2 weeks with Colorado over the Broncos. I know they like the Broncos, but people hate Russell Wilson. And I think they love Deion Sanders.
Yeah. Well, Colorado, listen, Boulder, I worked at the car wash and they were huge donors. They went to every game. They went to the Orange Bowl. They went to practices. You know, the more money you give, the more you hang out. I mean, if you pay $2,000, you cut the football players' toenails if you want. They'll take you money for anything, those fucking boosters. And I had never seen that before. Like when I lived in Boulder, I had never seen people that didn't have kids on the team who traveled with the team and like went to all their functions. And it was pretty good to see. The old me would have said it was kind of geeky.
Right.
But no, it's nice. That's what they're into. Some people smoke dope. Some people want to go watch college football games. So I don't know much about college, but I know Colorado's a beautiful fucking college. Boulder is phenomenal. I want to take my daughter now just to open her eyes, just so she could see what the fuck. I'm going to take her there and to Vanderbilt when I go to Nashville next time for the holidays. Just so, you know, because nobody ever took us when we were in high school or the 8th grade or the 5th grade and showed us what life could be like. This is a fucking university, you know? And then they'll take you to fucking like Boston City College. And it's like in Southie, you know, the admissions officer has no teeth. And you get to see, you know, you go in there in Southie, the guy's drinking with a cigarette in his hand, with a no smoking sign right behind him. He don't give a fuck. And he's talking to you with the cigarette in his hand and shit. So that's the reason I went with Colorado.
Because of Boulder being a pretty place?
No, because Boulder just has a weird energy. And Deion brought even a weirder energy.
Yeah.
Deion brought a winning energy. And he's fired up. And he got the town fired up. Like there was the most expensive ticket this week. Nebraska, Colorado.
How does he do that in 2 fucking weeks? That's crazy.
Deion Sanders is a fucking motivator. He used to motivate himself to be the best every Sunday, and then he'd take a helicopter and go play baseball. You know, I mean, whether he was an all-star or not or whatever, he still did that. And he's one of those guys, he's just a winner, dog. His energy beats everything. You know, his energy and his likeness, he wants the players to have fun. I finally realized at the age of 55 or 56, something that I could save everybody's energy with as you get older. If you're not having fun, get the fuck out of there.
That's hard, though. Like, a lot of people don't have fun at their jobs or in life.
No, they don't. And they don't want to have fun at work. And you have to kind of create that environment. If they fire you, you go to the next job. But it's so weird how people just don't have that energy anymore. I see it on my daughter's softball teams and the other teams, how they coach it. When my daughter's team is happy and they're giggling, they're doing their little cheers, and they're hitting the back of their legs and shit, they're winning. They're hitting home runs, they're hitting doubles. But when they're like doomed about something, it's all over but the shout. When you go on stage, your enthusiasm is what makes them laugh. Everybody got jokes. Everybody got jokes. Your enthusiasm is what makes them laugh.
How long did it take you to be able to like turn off what's going on in your life before you went on stage? Like if you were having a shitty day or you got a flat tire on the way there?
5 years.
Really?
4 years. 4 years of, well, the toughest thing was, like I said 1,000 times, that I trained myself to drop my daughter off and I'd cry in the car. I'd pick myself up, I'd smoke a joint, and I forced myself not to go home. I would shoot out to do comedy at a fucking any shithole. Any shithole. I would go to that place with the fat pizza guy, the Elvis impersonator. If I was feeling bad about myself when I walked in there, I felt even worse about myself. But through the night, I catch myself and go, Joey, you're doing stand-up.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. I still remember landing in Vegas and getting the call that Brody died.
Right.
You got to go do a show for 2,000 people. I can't. What am I? I cancel because Brody? No, I love Brody, but I got to go do a performance for Brody now. I got to perform for Brody one last time, mention him in the set, tell a Brody story, and I make my peace.
How do you? I'm so like people come up to me like, "Oh, I like your style. You're so monotone and quiet. You make them listen." I don't. It's just who I'm so jealous of people who have like energy like that. Did you have to like train yourself to have energy?
Yeah, because if you're a dud, they're gonna be a fucking dud.
I don't think I'm a dud. I try to like
you're
aim
not a
myself up,
dud,
but
energy is there's kinetic and potential energy.
okay.
Right? There's two types of energy: energy in motion and energy that's stored. I could be standing like a fucking mummy, like you hit me with a fucking gun or something, right? Just standing there. But for some reason, the way I move my hips without moving, my hips, my shoulders, your hands. When you're driving on the highway, what do you see? Windmills.
Okay.
Windmills. They create energy. That's why I never touched the microphone. I shake the whoever's hand and I go up there and I make sure I'm talking to them the way I'd be talking to a fucking cop.
Oh shit!
I didn't know nothing. That's why I don't touch the microphone, because that's energy from your hands. You're creating energy. Those 2 minutes before you go on stage, your potential energy. You're just standing behind there, fucking burning. What if I bomb? What if I slip on a banana peel? What if my mother? What? It's like, what if I forget that joke? And then you go up there, you touch the mic, and the energy connects. Now you have to go into kinetic energy. So, like I said, even if I stand there, like when I started, listen, I experimented with everything, right? So I used to do the Eddie Murphy thing, walk back and forth.
Really?
Like, somewhere in my first 4 years, I made it a habit to walk back and forth. And that didn't work for me. It kind of did, but it didn't. I started making eye contact, started connecting with individual people. And then from there, you grow and you grow, It's getting on stage. That's it. There's no fucking book. I wish I could sell you a book that would make you better.
Me too.
Getting on stage every fucking day when you have an opportunity is it. I'm talking if there's no stage time, going to a movie theater and going up there and doing 4 minutes and getting thrown out, but laughing your ass off. And even having your friend go on Instagram and see security chase you out and shit. That's you put that on YouTube, that's 2 million views. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
You
absolutely.
train yourself to do all these weird things. I used to do karaoke, and the guy didn't want us to do comedy. So we would have to write the song, give it to him, and then go up there. Infatuation. Let me talk to you people about something. He would lose his fucking mind.
I can't, and it's just, you know what? When you're talking about energy, and I think it's energy. The thing that like you do probably as well or better than anybody is laughing on stage. There's something about laughing on stage, and I don't know if I'm too focused on my stuff, and I do it occasionally. Like after we recorded last week, I went to an open mic, high as fuck, and I giggled the entire time I was on stage. But how do you like that? What do you think about that? Like, how hard is it to laugh at your stuff?
I can't fake laugh.
Right.
All right. The time I laugh is when I improvise a joke. When I improvise a joke that I haven't even thought of, and it comes out right there, and I giggle about it, like that's when I laugh.
But you laugh your entire. You must improvise every goddamn thing.
No, because I'm looking at people. I'm looking at their faces when I say shit. It's just I don't know. It's something about I can't fake laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fake laugh. I don't sit in the back. That's not me that you hear on the fucking what's his name? The guy on HBO. There's that guy that has the show.
Bill Maher.
Yeah, Bill Maher. I love Bill Maher, but when he's got a guy on the show that just sits in the back and laughs loud. I wonder if they give him like the small $15K a year. Just come to 6 episodes and laugh the loudest. And he always goes, ha ha. You ever go to a comedy club and somebody cracks a joke and 2 idiots in the back are like, ha ha. And you're like,
yeah.
what are you doing? And they're like, we're trying to support. You're not, if I'm on stage and you make that noise, all I can pray for is a Chinese fucking dart gun that I can blow in you like a fucking,
There, on the other side of it though, and I don't know about you, but like we connected early on because I love albums, like I love comedy CDs. For some reason, and even when I'm at a show, if there, and I don't know why it is, if there's a woman that I can hear her laugh specifically, it doesn't have to be just a female laugh that is like consistent throughout the show. It's like some of the best. I don't know what it is. I feel like a women laughing make my entire. I don't know why. I can just hear it. Do you ever like hone in on a specific laugh when you're on stage?
There's certain ladies that laugh. There's certain people that don't get out much. And when they go out, they fucking love to laugh. And it's a tennis match. Comedy is a tennis match. My joke to your laugh. My joke to your laugh. My joke to it don't work like that all the time.
Yeah.
One-way street. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just hitting the fucking tennis balls and nobody's doing shit. Like, where'd all my tennis balls go? Oh, you suck, Joey. But the other day I did something pretty fucking insane since you're talking about one of my favorite bits in comedy. I mean, I could see why he blew up from that bit.
Which one?
Like, there's people who blow up from specials. There's people who blow up from many reasons, a movie, a TV show. I like when people blow up because of the gift of comedy. Like, they're that good, Mm-hmm. They didn't have to use MySpace or nothing like that, or Twitter or Instagram. And I think Cat Williams' Michael Jackson joke is one of the greatest jokes of all time because it's a black man bashing a black man in front of a black audience. And the response is just oohs and ahs. I don't know what my point was here, but
you were just saying like a bit that you like one of your favorite bits of all time and like a laugh.
So I had it in the car the other day.
Okay.
I was listening to Richard Pryor in the car, and Mercy was with me.
Oh shit!
I have it on my Apple. So for some reason, Richard Pryor went into fucknut. It went into Cat Williams doing the Michael Jackson bit, and he transitions it perfectly. He talks about Martha Stewart going to prison for transferring money.
Right.
He talks about Little Kim going to prison for not ratting, and then he goes, meanwhile, Michael Jackson's running loose, smelling little kids' booty hole. When Mercy heard that, because one of her best friends is a big Michael Jackson fan, her fucking face, she was like, Dad. And I go, yeah, listen to it. He comes back because it like connects tracks.
Uh-huh.
Track bit, you hear it go down, and he just goes off on Michael Jackson. Poor little Mercy was petrified. You thought I was doing 150 miles an hour in the car. She was just pressed against the thing, listening and just shaking her head. Little boy's booty holes. I fucking lost it. I had to explain to her later on that, he got accused and he had to pay the small $20 million.
The small $20 million.
But I didn't bash him because I know she likes Michael Jackson, so I didn't break her balls that way.
Do you introduce her to comedy a lot?
What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. You want to talk about football?
No. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say, do you show her a lot of comedy?
No, but one of her friends told her about the Tom Segura bit at camp.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
And what did she think of that?
I don't know. I don't know if she saw it. It says that I did heroin for 20 years. That's the last thing I wanted to see. I didn't do heroin for 20 years, cocksucker.
Right.
Now you know why I gave him the fucking Tom Segura killer, the ABX 200 milligram.
Oh yeah.
These are the fucking best. They really are. They really
Okay.
fucking are, man. Who the
I love
fuck
it.
keeps bothering me? All right. There you go. All right. So what were your did you look at next week's?
I did, and there's a few different games. So, and I don't know why, but right now, Kansas City Jacksonville is like very close. Like Kansas City's favor, but I just saw right before we started that the guy, like the defensive player, Chris Jones, who was holding out, just signed, so he should be back. And I don't know if Travis Kelce's coming back, but if Travis Kelce comes back and Chris Jones is back, I think Kansas City is gonna destroy Jacksonville, especially after losing like embarrassingly the week before. I think they'll do pretty well. It's right now it's minus 155, so it's not like crazy. It's not like minus 600 or something. So I like that one a lot. I think Detroit's going to beat Seattle, and that they're favored by 5.5. I never bet. I hate points. I always just bet if they're going to win or they're going to lose. But then also Baltimore versus Cincinnati. Baltimore's the underdog. They won last week, and Cincinnati got destroyed. And I know Cincinnati probably doesn't want to get embarrassed again, but Baltimore is giving 3.5 points. So that's something that I don't like. If I think someone might lose, but it's going to be a close game, that's when I'm like, okay, I'll give the plus points.
Okay, some of these lines are created to make you jump on it.
Okay.
So right now, you're a regular American Mama Luke, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
And you're like, I'm gonna put a bet in next week on fucking whatever the fuck, right?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about a movie. not you. No, seriously.
Oh, I know you're not.
General public. All right, because this is who you're learning from, the general public and what they like. So next week, let's look at a game like Cincinnati Bengals, Baltimore Ravens. You're absolutely right. They got embarrassed last week, Cincinnati. I could not fucking believe how great Cleveland looked. Forget about that. Cleveland's got their number. Cincinnati did not look good. I like them. I really like to see that dude, Joe Burrows. He's great. They're playing a Baltimore team that covered the 12. The line went down to 9.5. They covered the fucking spread. So right now, everybody in America is going, I'm taking Baltimore, getting 3.5.
Right. That's what I would do.
And the smart move there, I think Cincinnati will beat them by 3. And you've got the hook.
Right. That's what I'm.
Or I would watch this line during the week.
Okay.
I would watch this line during the week. There's a couple great games. But if you still, tell them what we saw last week. Tell them what we learned last week. Saturday night, Adesanya was fighting fucking Strickland, okay? I did not watch the fight. I didn't like the card that much. I didn't feel like going to $80 for the fucking card.
I know.
And I don't even stay up that late. She comes down at midnight to watch the Honeymooners on Saturday night. That means the fucking thing is not good for me.
Yeah, the main event.
Watch it. She wants to watch the Honeymooners. So we got a couple TVs, but that don't matter. She wants to watch the Honeymooners down here. So I wasn't even thinking about the fight. To be honest with you, I didn't even know there was a fight on Saturday night.
Yeah, they didn't really promote it, but I thought for sure Israel was going to win.
Well, let's go back to the fucking basics here. What ended up happening? The line opened up at like Israel. You made $3 if you bet Israel, right?
Right.
And all of a sudden, Saturday at 3:00, what happened on DraftKings?
They had that promo.
What was the promo?
I think it was plus 100 to Izzy to win.
100% profit boost. So you mean to tell me that you went from me betting $50 and winning $750? So if I bet $50, I get $50 now?
Yeah.
We're going dollar for dollar. This is better than the fucking bookmaker from the diner. You know what I'm saying? This is better than anything. Everybody jumped on that bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me too.
And then I saw people like Chael Sonnen, a couple people, fighters, were saying, who's not going to bet Israel Adesanya? Like, that was the main theme. Like, this is going to be a fucking punch in the head. Now, did I send you the text with the bet?
No.
I bet $25 on Strickland.
No, of course you didn't, because I put the bet on it.
$147.
I put it for Israel and I lost. You never send me the bets when they win.
I was going to bet Israel, but I said, there's got to be something going on here. Something ain't right. You never seen a bookie with a part-time job. Plus, you have so much action this week. You had college. You had Thursday night. You got baseball.
Yeah.
And right now, it's like everybody's getting ready for fucking playoffs. So these motherfuckers are playing. All right.
And do you ever bet tennis?
You had a full fucking card on Sunday and then another card on Monday night, which is going to be a heavy-duty bet game tonight's game.
Right.
It's going to be one of the biggest bet games ever. It's at 50-50 right now. Nobody can make a pick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, tonight you pick this to watch the game and enjoy it. Whether it's raining like hell in Jersey, and so the under could be it. So bet the over. Everybody will be betting the under because of the weather. You know, shit like this. You know, like this is what you have to look at. Plus, it's a Monday night game. Monday nights, people put in parlays. They love it, Monday nights. That's what you call it, the Monday night parlay. Nobody sells a Monday night side. Everybody sells a Monday night parlay. So one of those sides is going to be fucked up. It's like the other night with Detroit.
Right. What happened with that one?
Well, I think the line was 4.5.
Okay, probably.
And something, was it Detroit? It was somebody else. I forget who the fuck it was that did a move like that. Anyway, I'm stoned and the fucking ABXs are kicking in, Jack.
Oh, yeah. Do you ever bet like crazy shit? Like, I know you don't like tennis, but like the US Open, do you ever put anything on something you just have no idea about?
I'd just be donating money. I might as well pull up to a homeless guy and give him the small 20 because I don't know. I don't bet like most people because I don't know a lot about who's the new quarterback. You know, I don't pay attention to that shit. I'm looking at the line. I'm looking at the goddamn line. So, you know, this week I had, like I said, I had Jacksonville. I had Miami because I went to Jimmy's. I didn't have him big, $25. I think you win 47. And I had New England. And
See,
again, it wasn't. It was 3.5. So I was hoping I'd win with the hook.
Right. Yeah. And what do you do more of, before the game or in-game betting?
I'm going to tell you something. I love this new sports betting. Everybody's doing it. The DraftKings live betting for me, yesterday, who could tolerate that fucking Giant game?
No one.
After 3 minutes, they were down 16-0. I knew what time it was. I did something. I went to like CVS or something. And then I came back and it was still like, they looked like fucking death. I know a fucking high school team that could beat the Giants. So I just took a chance and I bet the under. And I started watching Winning Time with the Lakers with my wife. And then Mercy came down. We're talking. When they went upstairs, I went to check and it was 40-0. And the fucking second string quarterback got put in. I'm like, fuck, that's 11 points. This guy's could throw two. I was 2 touchdowns away from losing, but I ended up winning. I woke up this morning and the game had gone under. So listen, it's a 50-50 toss-up. It's just fun. It's entertaining. You throw a little something small on the game just to enjoy it. I got some rice pudding from fucking the Manalapan Diner for late night, like the fourth quarter. You know, the edible will kick in. That's all this is entertainment. I go to bed, I get up, and tomorrow you hustle again. That's basically it, my friend.
I was thinking about this because I'm a fat guy. How much money do you think like pizza places make on a Sunday? Like now in football season, they must fucking love it. It was packed.
To my surprise, Crispy Pizza, the official new sponsor to the check-in.
Goddamn right.
Freehold, the one in Old Bridge had a fire, but the one in fucking Freehold is good.
Yeah.
You know what time they're open till on Saturday night?
What time?
Midnight.
Oh, that's the best.
That means you can run down there and be back at my house by 11:30, but a co-headline fight.
Oh, I love.
Can you imagine getting a
yes.
pizza at 11:15 at night when you're fucking stoned on these ABXs, and all of a sudden you got something to watch for 2 hours, and you just devour that pizza? I haven't done it in years. I can't eat a whole pizza. I eat 2 slices and it's busting out of me, man. Love it though. Fucking, I got, for a while I came here and I wasn't eating pizza and I was depressed. I was like, how the fuck don't I eat pizza? I used to eat one slice a day. It all tasted the same to me. And then I walked into Crispy and it changed my fucking life. I like my regulars. I like, the one I took you to, the Staten Island people.
Right.
My
That's
wife
good
goes
too.
in there all the time. We get pies. I haven't been in there in a while. I got to go in there and say hello. Carlos is my boy, John, the owner. And I go to a couple, it's not like I'm going to drive like fucking the dude from Barstool. I'm not driving 2 hours to go get a slice of pizza. I got good food right around here. But it was crazy tonight with that beef stew. I've been craving fucking beef stew.
Yeah. Isn't it hot though? It's like, isn't it too hot for beef stew?
Not tonight. Not in Joey Diaz's world.
Jesus.
I could always eat. I'm white trash. I could always eat beef stew. I could eat a can of Dinty Moore like a motherfucker. I love Dinty Moore canned stew with Wonder Bread with butter on that motherfucker. Come on. You know the farts you'll be blowing at midnight? You eat one of those artificial Russian carrots? Fuck. You might lose your eyesight or you might have 40/40 vision instead.
Why is it a Russian carrot?
Yeah, they buy those carrots from Russia, Ukraine, those are nuclear fucking carrots there.
I went on a
I'm definitely gonna get thrown in jail for this one. Real quick, about the Danny Masterson thing.
Jesus Christ. How many years did he get?
30.
That's crazy. It's crazy that someone can get away with it for that long.
Hold on one second. With that in mind, now for a word from our sponsors. All right, football's in full swing with another week of epic game. And to the excitement with DraftKings, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. New customers, you hear it all low, but now you're hearing it from my Uncle Joey. Bet $5 on football to get $200 instantly on bonus bets. Take advantage of 2 new offers every single game this September. Get in on the NFL Week 2 action with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app now and use code Joey to sign up. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Again, $5 and get 200 in instant bonus bets. And it's not just the bets, guys. It's the website, everything that they do, the happy hours. Like I said, Saturday night, they offered 100% boost for the fight. This is the type of stuff they do. So do me a favor. Download the app and use code Joey. If you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, see sportsbook.draftkings.com/football. Again, download the app, use code Joey. Let's make the game more exciting. You're watching it with family, you want to jump up and down. The check-in is also brought to you by BetterHelp. The next time you want to shop your troubles away, eat your feelings, or drink your sorrows, turn to BetterHelp. Their online therapy that gives you a place to express your emotions and work through your problems and make important decisions with guidance. BetterHelp is entirely online and is designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Getting started is very easy. Just fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched up with a licensed therapist, and you could switch therapists at any time at no additional charge. Listen, I was at BetterHelp for about a year. I was going through a bunch of stuff, and they really bailed me out. And now I got a clear head. So you too can head into the fall season with a clear coconut. Get a break from your thoughts with BetterHelp. Again, visit BetterHelp.com/Diaz today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/Diaz. We're back. All right. We're talking about Danny Masterson.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, it's I to be honest, dude, that stuff is depressing. So I didn't look too heavily into it, but I have seen what's going on with his friends who wrote letters, and he like so many years. It's crazy.
It is.
How?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Just how long you get away with it for. That whole thing is just you have this image of people because that 70s show when I was growing up was big. That was a big show.
Very big. The problem here, it wasn't. I don't think the conviction was against Danny Masterson as much as a conviction about Scientology. The reason why it took 20 years to prosecute because Scientology was hiding and hawing and whatever the fuck they do, torment people and whatever. So it took a while to get some traction to it. The DA must have heard some stories or something, and they just went in there. And listen, man, like you said, I got to LA in 97. I booked a couple jobs, 98. Then I went on the road. I didn't book for a couple years. And then like in 2001, I started booking. And I'll never forget being on a pilot. I was on a show that got canceled on NBC. And it had all these young little hipster stars. And I had a 2-day guest star on it or some shit. I did 2 episodes. But the young kids on that, the people who were on that show, between you and I, I'm as tough as nails. They made you feel insecure.
About what?
Because they were always like telling secrets amongst themselves. They were very cutesy, like it was all a joke. And then years later, I did How I Met Your Mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget how those little faggots acted. I mean, they were like little fags. They were like little fucking girls. And the guy that's on the Lakers show, who I like on the Lakers show, he's a great actor, Jason Segel.
Uh-huh.
He was the ringleader. And there
Really?
was one scene when I was shooting that, they threw a balloon at somebody. It was supposed to be like a balloon I'm throwing to you.
Mm-hmm.
They threw it at the assistant just for a joke. And there she is covered with water. She had tears in her eyes. And he turned around to the other little nerdy fucks, and they were like giggling, like, we did it, So I want you to understand the mentality of these fucking little scumbags, okay, what they were doing. And now it's starting to come out that they were going to kiss a 14-year-old girl. Whatever. It's Hollywood. What the fuck do you expect? But these guys, they did what they wanted to. Tobey Maguire and those animals were fucking taking people, playing poker. That young crew was decked. Leonardo DiCaprio with the poker games and the bitches and the fucking, and the 70s show was part of that. Those guys, the little Mexican guy that slings dick, like 3 hands, the Honduran kid, great guy, but those other guys, I could see them as like being kind of cutesy. In fact, I thought about a show I did called Happy Hour, a pilot.
I don't even know about that show.
I did a pilot for Fox about 10 years ago, even longer, 15 years ago. It was out of all those people in that pilot, one person shined. 2 of them, really. John and this other guy that was on Narcos. He had tons of movie roles. The other guys were stiffs. They all came, they were done it was a show done by the same people as the 70s show. When they wrapped the 70s show, this is the show they developed called Happy Hour. They had fired, when I went in for that job, they had fired the previous 4 people before me. Not
for
1,
your role?
Not 2, not 3, 4, because it was a funny role. These guys were improv motherfuckers. They know nothing about being funny. All they know about is how to be funny with 8 people on stage.
Right.
Right? For a bunch of fucking Americans. Oh my God, get the fuck out of here. I want to see you go down to a brick wall with a microphone and fight it out. Okay? What was I talking about?
About the show Happy Hour. You were the 4th one for your role.
I was the 5th guy that got hired.
5th one.
And after that, Fox was like, no more. And I went in there and tore them up. I tore them up, dog. I had a couple lines, but I improvised and I used my body or whatever. And I tore them up. And after 2 days, they were ganging up on me.
Because you were too funny?
Whispering and telling little secrets and shit.
Oh, fuck them.
We shot the pilot. Everything was successful. They didn't like me. I was in a different realm. I'm a comedy store soldier. I'm a Marine. These guys are fucking that, they're paying $800 a month for somebody to tell them they're funny. 2 different fucking worlds, my friend. And, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, how is acting? Because I know you said like you have like the stand-up chops, but how is it different Does it feel similar to be funny acting as it does like when you're on stage?
It takes some time. It takes time to learn because you're so stiff at first. And listen, I've seen people who have done it. There's some actors who were great. First time movies and shit. It took me a while to get a little warmed up. I didn't know what I was doing. I got picked right out of the choir for basketball. I was just walking by with a red shirt on that people thought it was like a whistle. But, I didn't get my full stride till Mark Maron's show.
Really?
Yeah. I started to get The Longest Yard, developed it. Right. 17 fucking weeks. So that's like every week doing fucking 10 sets. Boom, boom, doing two scenes a day, fucking 4 days a week and then 17 times, that's a lot of scenes. So you learn. That was a great movie for me because I practiced every day.
Do you think, because like my least favorite part, and I love doing weekends, but I hate late show Saturday because I'm like, I'm not at the point yet where I'm doing it every week. And I know with The Longest Yard, you thought like it might have like catapulted to do like a lot of acting. If you had gone from like The Longest Yard and did movie, like, do you think there could have been a point where you would have stopped doing stand-up and just been an actor?
I don't know, Lee. I don't know. When I got The Longest Yard, I loved doing stand-up. I was just breaking into who I was. So it was very interesting for me. I remember not doing stand-up the first 6 weeks in Santa Fe and like looking for open mics.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just used the set. I would just go off on the set. But those were the roughest 6 weeks for me ever. And I didn't also do blow those 6 weeks. So there was no blow and no fucking stand-up. I would smoke dope and hang out with the guys and crack jokes. But it was very unique for me, 2004, I still love stand-up like a motherfucker. I was doing coke, I appreciated going out because you were going to do coke after your stand-up set, I really enjoyed it. In fact, I was thinking about today, somebody put a flyer for an open mic on my Twitter timeline.
Oh, yeah?
It's in Clifton. It's a fucking hour away and an hour back. The skies are coming down here tonight. Plus, we had this and other things. But what were we talking about?
About acting when you were on The Longest Yard. No comedy. You still loved it.
It sucked.
Yeah.
I love stand-up at that time. I still do. I don't want to really go out right now. I'm having a good time hanging out, doing the podcast with you. I'm good.
Oh, yeah. No, it's completely different.
But I don't think so. In fact, I didn't like those people. Let me be as honest as I can with you. I didn't like people who, except for like Eddie Murphy, I saw that. But I also saw a lot of stand-ups I worked with that moved to LA and became something else. At first, I didn't appreciate it. I thought they gave up. But then I realized that stand-up is just a starting point.
Does it have to be? Could you make a career as just a stand-up?
Yeah. But I'm talking about a starting point. Like, listen, if you come to me tomorrow and go, Joey, I got to be honest with you. I really want to get into the business. What should I do? I really like directing. I would say to you, sign up for a course somewhere. There's got to be something available. And I want you to do me a favor before you do anything. Get on stage one time.
You think everyone should get on stage?
If they're going to get into the entertainment business.
Okay.
Because it gives you a different look of the field. Now you know how the peasants feel down below. Because we're the worker bees. You know what I'm saying? We're the worker bees. We're down there fucking making honey all fucking day. Then as you get older to a producer, you become, but I want listen, one of the best directors I worked with was great because he had done stand-up 15 years. And he told me, he goes, I wasn't a good stand-up. But now I get hired constantly as a director from the depth, the levels that it gave me, So it's interesting shit.
It is. It's interesting because stand-up, even from my level, really, I guess, has a little bit of everything. Because when you look at a special, it even says written by produced by, directed by. A lot of times it's just a comic because you're writing your whole thing. You have to like, I mean, the choreograph, it sounds stupid, but a lot of comics have like they walk around, they have physical jokes. It is a little bit of everything.
That's the gift of being a comic that not a lot of people understand. We do it all. We run the fucking show. And I'm very proud of that quality. I am the Captain Kirk. I am the CEO of Joey Diaz Inc. You are the Captain Kirk, the CEO of Lee Syat Inc. What's that mean, Joey? What's that mean? That this is your world. It has no boundaries. It has no limits. And nobody could tell you how you do it. So when you fail on your own and you get stronger.
Right. But then that's also like a frustrating part because there's no path. Like there's a path, but not really. Everyone's different. There's no way like if you do this and do well here, you'll get a spot here. It's just all maybe like the booker's not even there. They're not paying attention or what. Like it just.
That's fine. You got on stage.
It doesn't feel fine.
You got on stage. Fuck the booker. He didn't see you. He'll see you next time. And next time you'll be a lot funnier. Do you follow me? Right now, you're using them, and they're pretty much using you. Okay? I want you to think that when you walk in, we're so happy to see you. Welcome. They don't give a Frenchman's fuck. You could have been a guy with a missing eye and an eye patch. And they would have said, it's I don't ever want you to lose sight of what you're doing. Right now, at the 4th, 5th year, you're just trying to get on stage.
Right.
Never mind what this guy thinks. If the owner's not watching, fuck him. There's a comic that's watching. And he's going, that guy's pretty fucking funny. I'm going to ask him if he wants to do next Tuesday night at the fucking Shaolin Monk. First time I got on stage, some guy came up to me. He's like, hey, man, do you want to do Denver Broncos training camp tomorrow night, Thursday night? First time I got on stage was Tuesday. And this motherfucker's giving me a gig for $5 on Thursday.
That's crazy.
I'm sure he made $10,000. It was the Denver Broncos training camp. I was just happy to do it for $5 of gas money. That guy ended up giving me thousands of dollars over the years. So that $5 gig, my second night getting on stage, led to this guy. In fact, we've been talking on Facebook lately.
Oh, really? Is he still doing comedy shows?
No. He's like a teacher now. He got out of it. He owned like a motorcycle shop, and he booked fucking these great rooms in places where there was no other entertainment.
Yeah, I love those places. Those are my favorite places to do stand-up right now.
Fucking whole town was out.
Oh, I love it.
The whole town comes out, and they think you're a movie star. That's where they come up to you, and they go, can I touch you? I never touched you before. And
that happened to me. It happened to me in Portland.
Places. In Portland?
This is 100% a true story. I was with my new boss, and not everyone, not all the time, but every couple of weeks, someone will know me from the podcast. So I was sitting there having dinner with my new boss. It was like my first time meeting him, and I see this like mom and kid looking at me, and it looks. You can tell us they look happy. So they come up, and in my head, I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna look like I'm gonna look cool in front of my new boss." And the mom goes, "We love your stuff. You're so funny." I like, "Thank you, that means a lot." And the kid's like, "Yeah, you're great." And they go right before they, "Can we take a picture?" I said, "Sure." And they go, "Mall Cop is our favorite movie." Paul Blart Mall, and I said, and I felt like I wanted to like melt into the ground.
And I said, "What?" Kevin James.
They thought I was Kevin James. I'm like, "I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm not Kevin James." And they go, "We don't care. Can we still take the picture? It's mother and son night." And I didn't know. I took a picture with someone because I looked like Kevin James. It was one of the most depressing moments because I thought I was getting recognized in front of my boss, and they didn't even call me Kevin James. They just said Mall Cop. That is one of the worst. Oh my God, I'm getting hot. I'm sweating just thinking about it.
At Jerry's Deli in Beverly Hills, it had to be 15 years ago. He was on top of the world, Ralphie May. And we get out of the car, and the guy runs up to him and goes, "Fluffy, it's good to see you." Oh my God. That poor Ralphie, I thought he was going to melt into the fucking floor that night. When people mistake you and shit like that, look at me. For years, everybody came up to me as big pussy.
That was
and
one
I
of
had to take it. Sometimes I said no, but sometimes they're like, "Hey, you want a gram of blow? We love you on HBO." Fuck yeah! And I
That
talk
was
about being on The Sopranos and shit. If you want to rock, I'll rock with you. You know.
it was one of my favorite moments with you. Remember when we went to Austin once and they put you in the wrong hotel? They put you in the nice hotel instead of the one by the restaurant. And we went to eat, and we went to a convenience store to get like a soda or something in this little mall, and it's called the Domain in Austin. And there's the two guys who ran the convenience store were like, "Oh shit, man, we love The Sopranos." You're like, that's not me, guys." And they're like, "Oh, come on, we know it's you don't gotta be like that." And you're like, "Guys, it's not me." And after like the fourth or fifth time, guy finally went, "Okay." And they would not take no for an answer. They were convinced it was Big Pussy.
Brother, what are you gonna do? Let's look at some games for next week, cocksucker.
Let's do it, buddy.
Let's see what you got on tap here.
I'm going with Kansas City, I think. Because I know this isn't a thing.
All right, well, hold on.
Okay.
Let's go with Minnesota against Philadelphia. I know you had Minnesota last week.
I did have Minnesota.
You're part of your 18-team parlay.
7.
Yeah.
I think Philly's gonna beat them.
By 7?
No. That I don't like. That I don't know. I think Philly, because they know, I think, that they could have very easily lost that game with the Patriots last night.
They could have. So who do you like there?
I like Philly.
Me, I don't like this game. By Thursday, hopefully I'll feel the over and under. But right now, I'm not feeling it. Sunday, September 17th. The month is fucking moving.
It is. It's crazy.
The Jaguars getting 3 points from Kansas City.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like Kansas City in that.
Me, I like Jacksonville Jaguars.
You think so?
I'll tell you why. After the Giants won one year, the next year they opened up their season opener and they lost. The following week, a bunch of guys where I worked bet a bunch of money on the Giants because they say there's no way the Super Bowl champions are going to lose 2 in a row, and they lost 2 in a row. So I'm going with Jacksonville for this one. I like that game a lot. The next game is Detroit, Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
I think Detroit will win, but they won't cover. Right. I wouldn't bet the game right now. I like Detroit. Like I said last week, listen, Detroit, they're relentless. They play till the last whistle is blown, and even then, you better fucking get ready to rock. So that's a good game. You got Tennessee against the Chargers. The Chargers coming off a loss against Miami, and Tennessee coming off a loss with the new quarterback, Tennessee. You know, they went to like 19 quarterbacks in 7 years or something like that.
Do you mean Indiana? Indianapolis?
No, Tennessee. Or maybe it was Indianapolis.
Yeah, because Tennessee has Tannehill, but yeah, that new quarterback for the Colts looks pretty good.
He looked pretty good. Next game you got Baltimore Ravens plus 3.5.
Yeah, that's
against Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to wait on that game to see where the line goes. By the end of the week, it might drop to 3.5. Might drop to 3 or go up to 4.
Do you ever play with that? Because on DraftKings you can do that. You can make your own odds and fuck with the line a little bit.
On DraftKings?
Yeah, you can go in and be like, I think the over-under is going to be this, and it'll affect the payout.
The payout, yeah, I saw that.
But you can make your own odds.
Green Bay came out throwing some heat yesterday.
Yeah, Jordan Love. I think that's the way to do it. Is have a quarterback understudy, like the last 3 Green Bay Packers quarterbacks. And I know it's only been one game, but he looked fucking really good.
How'd Atlanta do yesterday?
I think they lost, but let me check. Let's see here. Where are you? Oh, yeah, no, they beat Carolina.
Okay, that's
Carolina's
right there. Both of them won yesterday. Green Bay had a good day. I don't know what to do there. I don't know much about these teams. Tampa Bay, Chicago Bears. Tampa Bay won yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Without Tom Brady.
No, yeah, Baker Mayfield looked good. I think, and I like the Bears. I like the Bears a lot, but based on yesterday, I think Tampa Bay would win that one.
Okay, you think Tampa Bay?
Yeah, I think Tampa Bay.
Buffalo and the Raiders in Buffalo. First Sunday game at home. You know, it's nice weather up there. The pierogies are cooking. Motherfuckers are eating wings with blue cheese like it's going out of business here. So
it's hard because we don't obviously the game tonight, but I would normally pick the Bills. As much as I hate picking the Bills because I'm a Patriots fan.
Right now they're giving 9.5. So they know something that we don't know. Next game, Indianapolis away, playing in Houston, giving the Texans 1.5 points.
I think Indiana, based on yesterday, I know that the new Texans quarterback is supposed to be good. They're both rookies, but I like, and like everything. Do you ever read the articles? Like I love reading articles like about football, and they've been saying like the new Indianapolis quarterback is like first in, first out. Like they just, I don't know, something about quarterbacks. Like I like reading articles to like get into like their psyche. I feel like they need like that kind of their personality plays a role in it to me.
Well, let me tell you something, not to interrupt you. We're on whatever game here. Last Saturday, I didn't know the UFC was on, whatever. I think by that time I had found out. I came home and I was going to show Mercy a clip of a movie. I was looking for a clip from Pee-wee's Big Adventure when he rolls off on the motorcycle and shit. Tequila. But when I clicked on YouTube, it was Joe Rogan and those guys.
Okay.
And I didn't get it. So Mercy ran upstairs and I was watching Joe and those guys. And it came up to this is what I didn't tell you. It came up to the fucking Adesanya fight. And everybody in the room was like, oh my God, Adesanya's the GOAT. I was getting pissed off at that because Anderson Silva's the fucking GOAT. Okay. You know, I saw Anderson Silva come into a fucking UFC and just kick the shit out of like 9 people in a row. So in my world, it's Anderson. So I'm steaming already. And they're like all making that picks. Adesanya's the GOAT. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to throw an extra $20 on this motherfucker because even these guys are talking about Adesanya. And sure enough, sometimes I like reading articles, but sometimes I don't. And whatever I feel on Tuesday, like when I woke up yesterday, Jacksonville, the line dropped to 4 from 4.5 on Tuesday when we did the podcast the week before.
Uh-huh.
At first, I didn't like it. And I go, I liked them on Tuesday. I like them today. And sure enough, they came back and won or whatever the fuck it was, you know? So sometimes I look a lot at lines, guys. I don't know about the stats. I don't know nothing. So you didn't give me the Indianapolis, Houston Texans.
I think it's going to be Indy. I think Indy's going to win.
Okay, look at this game here. The Rams lose yesterday?
Yeah. I'm almost positive. No. They won. I'm sorry.
Okay. They're getting 8 points from San Francisco in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah. I think San Francisco is going to destroy LA.
Here's
I mean,
for you. The Giants lost 40-0, and they give them 4 points to Arizona in Arizona. By the time
Arizona's supposed to be awful.
Oh,
the
look
Cardinals.
at this.
Yeah.
The Jets play the Cowboys. Let's see if the Cowboys kick the fuck out of 2 New York teams in 2 weeks.
See, that'll be
now
interesting.
They're giving 3.5 to the Jets.
It'll be interesting to see how they go tonight.
How they do tonight.
Did you watch the HBO show Hard Knocks with the Jets at all this year?
No.
You know, I only watched like an episode and a half. I can't watch the whole thing, but I like to. You don't like watching that stuff?
It depends who it is.
Is there a player who you'd watch right now? If like there was a certain team right now that you'd like to watch?
I like Jacksonville.
Okay.
I like to see more Baltimore.
Baltimore would be really fun.
Detroit is a good team to watch. Like, you know, These are all teams that you catch them now. I'm not saying Detroit's going to win the Super Bowl, but if they keep playing how they were playing, they're the fucking comeback kids. So
I would have loved to have seen the Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Baltimore Ravens, like that hard. That would, oh my God.
Good defense. It's like watching the Lawrence Taylor days. It's like watching the Jack Lambert, Jack Ham days. Just fucking great. It was like watching an opera. It's like watching ballet, the fucking way they move and shit. You got Denver at home against the Washington Commanders, and Denver is given 2.5. 3.5. I'm sorry.
The Commanders aren't supposed to be that good. I think they won yesterday. I just think, and I don't know how it happened so quickly, but it seems like Russell Wilson, and granted, I can't even pick up a football with one hand, but it seems like he's shitty now for whatever reason, Russell Wilson.
Miami giving 2.5 to New England at home.
Last year, and I know it's hard to listen to a Patriots fan complain, but I feel like a hot girl that like isn't hot anymore, because it was awesome being a Patriots fan for 20 years and it sucked. And I still think we're going to be in it every game. I thought our defense was pretty fucking good yesterday, and it's just the penalties, which Bill Belichick's been great. I think he sucks as a general manager. He's good on defense, but N'Keal Harry, speaking of which, that he just has not been great on offense. But I think I want everything in me wants to pick the Patriots to win, but seeing what they did to San Diego yesterday, I think they're gonna. Yeah, I think Miami's gonna run all over the place, and I don't want them to. But Tyreek Hill's 1,000 miles an hour. I don't know how you cover Tyreek Hill.
Me neither. Didn't he have 2 touchdowns yesterday? Yeah,
at least
2 touchdowns, 11 receptions,
8 million yards.
Phenomenal game, that guy. They got great receivers, and if they could protect Tua, I live around the corner from the biggest Miami Dolphin family. They're not even a guy. It's a family, and they show up and they bring food and booze and and you learn a lot, because I remember in LA, I never watched football.
Never.
Now I go over there. It's my favorite thing. They talk, they fucking say shit. It's tremendous. It's one of my biggest enjoyments. And guess what, Lee? I don't have to say shit. I just sit there, I'm stoned, and I just giggle.
Oh, they're so much fun. I only went, it was great. And I know it's only a joke, but like it was all of them. But then they had like 1 or 2 sons who are Jets fans, and they had like them sitting upstairs by themselves. And meanwhile, there's a party going on downstairs. They
don't want to be down there listening to that. They just want to focus. He's got like 3 TVs going. You want to be by yourself? They got a room by yourself. They got a living room where you can watch like the Dallas game. Let's say you don't want to watch Miami. And then they have the main room downstairs. And it is, I think I speak for everybody who comes on Sundays. They're all happy it's back. I didn't eat yesterday, but they had pizza, shrimp, chicken wings, chips, every type of beer. He redid the bar. I mean, I bring the reefer.
I'm not surprised.
There's like 2 guys who get high there. We go outside and smoke a little bit. I'm starting to do what I did as a kid again. And that's been fucking great. I like sports, Lee. But when you're married to something,
right,
like you are about to be, and I was, to really get into the nuts and bolts. I've been talking a lot on the Patreon podcast about how much shit goes into our minds that we think about, and all that energy takes away from your goals. Rogan always talks about, oh, you got really funny. I'll tell you what happened. I stopped dating a girl. The girl was a lot of work, a lot of thought. She came with me to the shows. I don't like women coming with me to a show and sitting in the back like Onassis. I don't like that shit. I'm a lone fucking soldier. I'm a lone wolf dog.
Who's Onassis?
Whatever the fuck. Jackie Onassis. She was married to Kennedy, and then she married Onassis. Once her and I stopped dating, she took so much of my fucking energy with bullshit that I had time to focus. And I'm telling you that I see so many people who fucking focus on the littlest shit, but they're not focusing on the most important thing. And at the end of the day, what they're focusing on doesn't fucking matter. And I did it for years until one day I said, fuck these bitches. It's got nothing to do with me. None of those stories on the front page of the Daily News have anything to do with me. Unless I want them to, unless I want to read that shit and carry it all days. You know, I see people who are obsessed or hate Trump. You know, just
That's
to
all they
hate
do.
alone, that takes a lot of energy out of you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Trump being president or not being president doesn't fucking even affect you. You're a bum. You know, you're on disability. You know, you slipped 20 years ago and you don't want to go to work. But, you know, it's just insanity. So every time you waste your energies on like, it takes away from your main focus, which is the prize. What am I, a Swami from Salami?
No, I'm just, it's like a low, because like, you know, I think that, and it's not even limited to comedy. There's tons of people chasing their dreams out there. But to like get out of like, you know, relationship or quit a day job or to move away from like family, like it's like it's hard to do some of the things you're talking, like to really like just throw yourself into something. It's a big fucking decision.
But I see, you know, I see people who are really good at real estate. Like right now, if you sell real estate, it's a little rough right now with the interest rates and the fucking this and that and the low house inventory. Guess what happens now? This is when the real salesmen come out. This is when the real salesmen come out. When there's fucking nothing. These guys are still selling shacks or fucking, and other people like, what's going on? I can't wait Saturday to go to my husband's party. That's what's going on. You're not, and this is life, you know. Cars right now, you know, you go on to buy a car, you're paying all the dough for it. They don't give a fuck. There's other people. You won't pay. They'll pay, you know. What was I talking about? I don't even fucking know.
About making that decision to like just go for it.
Just go. If you and I sit here about a club owner and talk about how much of a douchebag he is for 30 minutes, we're not accomplishing nothing.
Right.
That's 30 minutes you and I could be talking about a joke, one particular joke. Let's belt this motherfucker out till whatever. And you call me about one of your jokes. I call you when I'm stuck with one of your jokes. You know, it's so weird how even to see my daughter and my wife the other day, they went to kickboxing. And I asked her, how was class? And my daughter's like, it was great. There was only 8 people there, but Joey was there. Joey's one of her friends, a girl. And I'm like, really? How was the brother? They're fucking a trip, the both of them. And she's like, he was great. And my wife's like, well, he wasn't there. And Mercy's like, yes, he was. You didn't see him. He didn't have glasses on. But my wife is like, yeah, but I sat with the grandmother and I still didn't see him, Mercy. And I'm like, knock it off. 6 minutes? Does it matter if he was there or he fucking wasn't? And this is America. This is life. People focus on that little fucking thing.
Right.
Chomp on it. And the whole time the world is fucking moving. The world is moving.
But like that's a whole nother, because I love that. I love like when we'll be out and a conversation will start to happen that has like really nothing. Like, you know, it's like it's a small talk conversation. But it's like they drive you nuts.
Oh, there's a restaurant I go to that every time this waitress is there, I just want to take the knife and stick it in my eye. And I love the place. And I like her. She's very sweet and cute. But she doesn't understand that when I walk into a place, give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes to sit down, get my water, look around, see how the wind is blowing. And then I'll talk to you for 10 hours. But give me 5 minutes. I'm not even at my table. And she's already asking me how my week was. And I know she means well, but knock it off. I come here every week. Just talk to me about you. What's going on? You get some dick last week? What'd you do? You know.
Have you said this to her?
No, because she drives me crazy. But eventually I'm going to say something to her. Because it's like 8 minutes of fucking chit chat. I'm starving, Lee. When I walk into a place, listen, I already know what I want to order. When that waiter, you know, tell them. When the waiter comes, he's like, would you guys like something to drink? Yeah, but we're ready to put an order in.
Oh,
and
yeah.
people that are with me look at me like, are you crazy? We just got, dog, I already looked on the menu on the way over here.
You really should have.
I'm prepared.
Yeah.
I'm prepared when I walk in there.
Because you don't know when he's coming back.
Like tonight, I went to the diner just to get maybe like a steak. On Monday night, she has a good grilled steak with onions and shit and French fries. Pretty fucking good. And she had the beef stew.
And that's easy.
And that's what I've been craving.
Okay.
So, what are we talking about?
We were talking. We were talking about, hold on. Oh God, about fuck, those ABXs are good.
Those ABXs are real fucking good. No more than Tom Segura fucking did a whole bit on them and shit.
We were talking about a couple different things about like making the choice to go for it, and then you were talking about, I don't know how we got to diners.
Diners, drives, and automobiles, bitches. Give me your picks for next week, cocksucker. If you were going to bet one pick, if you were going to bet $100, a yardstick, who would it be?
And it's hard a week out, but I'm going to go Kansas City +3. I don't think they're going to lose 2 weeks in a row, but if they do, it's going to be a close game.
I'm going with Jacksonville +3.
I don't think that's possible. You can add 3 points to it. Jacksonville isn't the one I saw was -3 for Jacksonville.
No, Sunday, September 17th. Kansas City -3 to Jacksonville.
Oh, it's Kansas City -3 right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw +3. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. And they're home. Jacksonville. I'm going to go with Jacksonville for the upset.
Okay, I'm going to stick with Kansas City then.
Where are you at this week? What do you got?
Saratoga Comedy Works. One show Friday.
These people want to go see it open mics, dog. I want them to go see it open mics to see you from the beginning, so they could all say, "I know Lisa at when."
All right, the open mics. Tuesday nights, I'm usually at Ralph's in Worcester. Wednesday nights, there's a great one. There's a couple good ones. One at Blackstone in Worcester, and one at Rick's in Woonsocket. Thursday nights is at the Hotel Vernon, which is a great open mic. There's a great night open mic Monday nights at Best where someone gets stabbed. There's a fun little scene out here in Worcester.
I love clubs where somebody got stabbed or somebody got killed the week before and there's candles in front of the club.
Just to protect
the stand up, it adds a different fucking flavor.
There are candles at this club, and it wasn't it's since changed. The owners now are very nice. It was before it was Beth's. There was stabbings, but the candles are still there. So yeah, that's pretty much my week.
We didn't fucking really finish the Danny Masterson thing.
Okay.
My point was that those guys were really cute, and they thought they were invincible. And I think this is a personal assault on Scientology. You know, I think that the word got out. These guys are intimidating people and blah, blah, blah. He's not in jail yet.
No?
I don't think so. I think he's out on bond till he surrenders himself. That's what happens when you have money. They took me right there in the fucking courtroom. They didn't even let me go back to smoke a joint or do anything. So
I can't believe they let someone with 30 years out of that court. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, it's so funny when, like right now I'm seeing, like, remember during the pandemic, the world's in shock. People don't know what's going on. And all of a sudden people started talking about charges. Like, this guy did this to me, this woman did this guy did this, and all of a sudden people started getting canceled. You know what's so fucking weird? Right now, it's one of the worst times ever for the entertainment business. One of the worst times ever. We're going on a 4-month strike. You lived in LA. I lived in LA. You know where we lived. Nothing moves without entertainment in our area. Not even Yum Yum Donuts is doing good. Even Yum Yum Donuts got affected. That chick has to take a bus now. She had to pawn a bicycle. The little Mexican chick, Vivian, from fucking El Rancho, wherever she comes up from. You know, everybody, I feel bad for them. I really do. We spoke about this last week.
Yeah.
Now, in the middle of all this, have you noticed what's happening?
No.
Fucking, they attacking the guy on NBC, the drunk, you know, the talk show host. He's a drunk. People know that he's an alcoholic. He's a great guy, Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, it's not going to say his name. Oh, boy.
He's one of those guys that drinks all day. He has to sleep in the afternoon. He has to take a nap like Bert. You know, what are you going to do? I ain't mad at you. I smoked dope all day. I was fucking eating edibles all day. I can't. But it's just insane, man.
It is insane what happens to people. I mean, it's...
Now they're just pulling people down. Like, again, like that are in the entertainment business. Right now is not the time. The strike is killing motherfuckers. And now is when the fuck... And those motherfuckers that open their mouth, they ain't got a job once the strike is over. They better start getting a job right now, all the people in Jimmy Fallon's, because I wouldn't bring them back. We're a fucking family. I pay you. We work together. We work 12-hour fucking days. You know what happens when you work 12-hour days with people? You see the worst part of them at the 8 hours. I've been there. I've thrown fits. One time I was in a room for 10 hours. They didn't know I was there. I shot at 11 o'clock and they came back and got me I shot at 1 in the afternoon. They told me, go to your room for a half hour. We'll come and get you. They didn't even check on me till 10 o'clock at night.
Oof.
I'm back there high as fuck, watching TV, fucking eating edibles, you know, attacking the crab service. You know, while it was happening, I wasn't mad. But
I was going to say,
when they came in at 10:30, I was fucking angry. You know, I'm like, what the fuck, guys? So what do you expect? When you work 12, 14-hour days, man, there's going to be some shit. There's going to be problems. You and I are not going to agree on everything. We're trying to make the best show they can possible.
Do you remember, like, within the last 10 years, there was an article because a bunch of SNL interns, like, sued the company?
Yeah.
Saying, like, they were interns and, like, they made them, like, pee in bottles, like, and, like, they couldn't take breaks. And, like, everyone in the office, it was before I even met you, I think. Like, everyone in the office was like, oh, well, they're not going to, like, just regular post-production people were like, well, they're not going to get high. You can't do stuff like that, even if you're, because there are a bunch of creepy people doing shitty things in the entertainment industry. And I'm not like, obviously, if you get assaulted, you should tell people. But if someone's just like kind of a dick, and it doesn't make it right at all. Because I met some shitty people in LA.
No, that's the problem, that they give a green light to those assholes and they could act that way all the time.
But there is something like there's people being too sensitive, I think.
Well, people are sensitive, and then there's some actors that are unbearable. Some don't wear deodorant. Some come in and they're in character and they think it's fine, you know, to be, what's the other guy, the black guy that was in trouble from all the horror movies? He got in trouble for domestic violence. He won in court, but everybody attacked him while he was going through that, saying that he was a problem on the set.
I don't watch horror movies. I'm sorry.
I've been on movie sets with the stars are just nightmares. And I've been on movie sets where the stars are fucking dynamite.
I've been told before, like, don't look at like this actor's coming in. Don't look him in the eye. Like, I've been told that on a couple places.
They told me not to shake or make eye contact with Bill Maher. They told me and Sebastian. And I looked at Sebastian, and about an hour later, Bill Maher came in, and I go, Sebastian, watch this. And I walked right up to Bill Maher, shook his hand, and gave him a hug. He fucking I was like 400 pounds. He wasn't going to say that time. He wasn't going to say, hey, man, get off me. I just hugged him, and you could feel him just freeze, the germaphobe. It happens. You got to bust their balls, too. What's the worst thing they could do? Fire you?
That's
Lee,
true.
I love doing this with you again. This is great. I got to go. This game is starting in 5 minutes.
Oh, shit. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Thank you.
Who do you think, real quick, Jets or Bills?
You know, I think I'm going to go with the Bills tonight.
Well, good. I'm going with the Jets. Let's see what happens.
All right, cocksucker. See you next week. We'll talk during the week, all right? Stay black.